Not a single one of us matched with a single one. That was 5 separate Wednesdays.
We have a brand now, Cope.
Yep.
Our subscriber demands it.
We're holding out to the 100th episode of doing this.
Oh, we're
Subscriber
well
Craig.
past that.
I
Oh,
might
but
give us a
not
thumbs
doing
down.
the mark.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
Also, Richard still hasn't said nothing according to the recording log.
Oh, apparently because I was muted.
Yes.
Richard, come
My bad.
home.
You have to
Richard,
say
come
Thursday.
home.
Yes.
So, last we met our daring group of adventurers, which are some words one might use to describe these chuckle fucks that have been going through this
Yes.
castle.
Several adjectives that might apply.
I think we qualify for adventurers, but probably not heroes.
Yep, valid.
They cut their way through a hallway full of skeletal minotaurs, the guardians which once wandered the halls, and actually, as a matter of fact, still do in their skeletal forms, of Castle Scarwall. Just as a refresher for everyone, because it's been a minute, Castle Scarwall is the ancient home of Kazevan, the draconic warlord of Varesia, about, I may be wrong about the exact number, but I think about 3,000 years ago. He walked the earth and terrorized it in the name of Zan Kuthan, the god of torture. He had a particular proclivity for impaling his victims on the spikes outside of his fortress, which still remain there to this day. But he was eventually slain by a group of heroes known as the Palatine Order of the Esoteric Eye. I believe that's the name.
You know, that honestly sounds more like a villain organization.
They're monster hunters, something like this. Gombo probably knows about them from another AP, I think.
Yeah. They're relevant to things.
They're the peculiar purple pie men from Porcupine Peak.
Not too far off. They
They
canonically went to fantasy Egypt and then became really obsessed with their iconography, and everyone's like, it's an actual place. They're like, ancient occult wisdoms. Like, we trade silks with them all the time.
My god, they're like internet witches.
In fact, even Hotep over there is from there. You want to talk to him? No.
Yeah.
All right. So, as the last Minotaur was struck down, you heard the cry of an old elderly woman coming from it deeper inside the castle, to which there was much skepticism within our party. We opened the door and were assaulted by some skeletons emerging from what appeared to be a bottle trap. Their spirit, their essence was sealed within a bottle. You opened the door. It triggered a mechanism which broke the bottles and released those undead creatures to attack you. After finishing them off handily, you proceeded to what I can only describe as troll the woman yelling for help for what was probably an in-universe 5 or 10 minutes. At which point, the hag, who was in disguise, was thoroughly fed up with your nonsense, gave you a lecture about being adventurers and heroes and being the worst ones she's ever encountered in Scarwall, but then told you her true backstory of how she ended up here in the haunted castle, that she had come searching for some powerful souls to sell on the soul market, but had vastly underestimated the wards which kept creatures bound to this area, and she herself became ensnared in the trap for a number of years. She has offered to assist you on your journey, locating the soul anchors which you must destroy in order to escape this castle and defeat Mithrodar, the seneschal of this place, who can only die once all of the soul anchors are dealt with. She led you over here to the right to these double doors where she said that this is the resting place of Belashim, the only, or let me make sure I think it's pronounced a little different than I thought originally. Let me make sure I got it right. Of Bel Shalom is his name. Bel Shalom. The only living spirit anchor to reside inside of Castle Scarwall. He is a black dragon. Due to his different nature than the other spirit anchors, he is given a wider berth of the castle than any of the other creatures within, able to fly around and hunt for food to keep him sustained. He is likely not in the castle currently, and so it seems that that was the direction we were heading last time, though further debate can still take place as we stand in the courtyard. One thing I did gloss over was our corpse lotus that emerged from the ground and caused us a bit of trouble. A plant grown from the decaying bodies of humanoids. It is a carnivorous plant that you guys put down. Not without, I think, Ovik taking a little bit of a lashing.
Yeah, he's gonna
He's
die
used to it.
before the end of this dungeon.
It's okay. We have this kid
Yeah.
inside of his beard. He can become the next character.
So, with our magic and our stamina continuing to dwindle, we continue our journey through Castle Scarwall. But first, a question for each of our merry adventurers.
$72.
Yes!
6, 7.
You found it, Cope! That was the key to escaping Scarwall!
Hell
No,
yeah.
deuces. All right, y'all just want to play StarCraft now?
And in fact, that's the secret word that fucking makes the queen's head explode into a billion bloody pieces. You've saved the day, Ovik.
Turns out it just gives her mild
Plays
indigestion.
Mitra.
Mhm.
No. Oh, as a reminder, because I think we've been a little while and we might have some confusion about our motivation, because I know I do when we have a little bit in between games. We are in Scarwall to claim the sword that struck Kazevon down. One of the only things that can destroy a piece of his corpse.
And we want to destroy a piece of his corpse because?
Because the queen wears a crown inlaid with one of his fangs, which is speculated to be giving her such power.
Aha.
That's
MacGuffin.
what I remember, yeah.
So in order to defeat Kazevon fully, you must figure out a way to destroy that crown, or else you simply push this issue off to future generations as the heroes who raided this castle 3,000 years ago once did.
Curse of the Crimson Throne.
So, with the knowledge that there are, in fact, living spirit anchors, and that we are all trapped inside of the castle, information we did not know until meeting the hag, because none of us actually looked back to try and leave the front doors.
Mhm.
How are we feeling? I just want to get a general temperature of the room, because this has become a bit more stressful. You're all trapped here, bound to the walls until you can defeat what are apparently 4 strong spirits, or in this case, a monster that you're going to fight.
Not sure about this dragon, but all these spirits are trapped inside this castle with Ovik.
Sophia's not so depleted that she's panicking yet.
Have you ever experienced that level of tiredness and anger where it's like all fear and apprehension and nervousness fully leave your mind and you're all like, you know what? Fuck it. Why not? Let's just do some more. Theobart's somewhere around there.
Yeah, that's like being in a casino. Again, we've come full
He's in
circle.
the denial stage.
I would say Merrick is nervous, but he's grateful for all the extra people that's around now. As motley as they are, it probably feels the closest thing to just being among people that he's felt in a minute.
The people in question are three. What do you call them? I guess it's a shadow count in his underling
Yeah,
of
Shadow
the
Count,
nation of Nidal.
a torture cleric, a night hag, a bullet transformed into a person that's still actually a bullet, technically.
Mhm.
Only
And
the
the stream
orphan
demon
feels
we
like
found
this is,
under a rug.
Yeah.
only the orphan feels like this is family.
I mean, they're all living so far, so it's
Might as
going
well.
all right. It's going all right.
It's
You
good.
All things considered, I mean,
God, you
Except
need
for-
affirmations.
Except for
yes, he
Luca, who
does.
looks bad. All
Not
right.
sure how
Yeah.
well we'll handle having to kill 5 things to get out of here with maybe a sword, but doesn't seem like we have a choice otherwise now. If the hag is to be believed.
Mm.
Kier's in the corner doing drugs.
Hmm.
That was all of us.
Right. So you guys stand in the courtyard of Castle Scarwall, the dirt kicking up underneath your feet as you head towards the large double doors. You do have a moment of silence here, a moment of peace that has been a rarity so far, though there is no telling when the dragon will come back or where even the dragon is currently. Bel Shalom. I'll put chat. But you do have a moment to speak, and to either any of your companions you've picked up thus far, or to each other. There is a lull in the adventure, I detect.
Miss Sophia, I don't know, but your father is looking kind of transparent over there.
Oh well, he's not there. I just have his token there, but he's actually last fight he went
He
away.
died. Okay.
Well, switching it up. Your father's gone. She's like, oh, don't worry, I can bring him back for small periods until tomorrow. So I can do that probably 6 more times. And he's stronger actually when I summon him that way. So I don't know how that works.
How are you doing, Ovik?
Did we go over what the other 3 anchors are, or did you just mention the dragon is?
She said that the dragon is the only one she's encountered because she hasn't ventured deeper into the upper levels of Scarwall.
Vic would look over and answer Merrick. I'm half the man I used to be, but I'm fine.
Do we check to see if what was the hag's name? Do we ever get it?
Yeah.
See if she could restore. She had access to it, but didn't have it today.
Ah, okay.
Same thing, or maybe that was one of the clerics.
The nameplate.
Yeah, it was Leori that would be able to cure your stuff, but it would have to be tomorrow.
Assuming we even have a safe place to rest.
Yeah, exactly.
And that would
Yeah.
reset all the skeletons and stuff we've already confirmed.
Mhm.
Well, maybe it wouldn't as long as we're in here still.
So you guys see her name looks like Malatroth,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
but she said you can call her Mal for short.
Anybody else need healing or anything like that? I could probably
Mhm.
use a little bit more.
Sophia's like 10 down.
Yeah,
Let's see what it is.
same. I think we're all
Let's see.
pretty full, except for, Luca, who got
Yeah.
exploded.
Mm.
He gets better.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I still have a CLW wand with 32 charges, so
Do you mind giving one to me and Nimbus?
real quick. Yep. All right. Probably don't need to roll. I could probably have just taken a 10. I should really write this down. It's 1d8 plus 4, right?
+5 if
Mhm.
you're
Max, yeah, okay.
yeah, +5 is max.
the
I could
ones are
use
usually at minimum.
Mm-hmm.
I could use one as well. He has some kind of trait that allows it to go off of his caster level.
I have staff like wands, so it uses my 13th level wizard as its caster
Yeah.
level, so it maxes it out.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. All right, so then that was the 9 for Merrick, 9 for the Hippogriff, and the 7 for Hippogriff, and then 7 for Nuvik.
Thank you.
And then that's 3 charges, and mark that down on my sheet. 29 left. I believe I have a means to deal with the dragon. If I can get a good enough opening for it.
You carrying a
that-
sword?
Not presently in the manner that you're thinking.
Leori looks over at the shadow count. Has he really not noticed that he's a wizard yet? And the shadow count goes, well, sorry, Loki, what was the name of the country that we came from? I'm slipping my mind right now.
Talengard.
Yeah,
Hmm.
he goes, well, the folk of Talengard have always been a rather simple folk, Leori. You can't blame him. It's how he was raised.
Simple and true.
Simple.
Very true.
It's a powerful spell, if you must know. One that takes a great deal of focus on my part. I will be indisposed while I am enacting it.
Will it
So,
give us an opening to kill it, or is that what you'll be doing and we're just need to protect you until you do what you're doing?
protect me, but then when the dragon... Not sure if it'll collapse or if it'll just zone out, so to speak, but then proceed to stab it as swiftly as possible.
All right.
Unless you want me to try to convince it to help us. Seem to be having a track record of that.
I think that'll
Speak
work.
up, and he'd say, well, I don't think it'd be impossible. I doubt he wants to live in this horrid place. Though,
I'd be surprised if there's a non-violent way to extract a soul anchor.
indeed,
So
there's
that
the
sounds
rub.
pretty destructive.
Either way, I will need access to its lair. Place where we know it will return to presently.
Is that our focus now, the enemy that we know that's away, or do we move on the ones that we don't know yet, wherever they may be here?
Wizard's power stems from preparation, Orphan. I cannot prepare for things that I do not yet know, so I have already laid plans for what I do know.
All
If
right.
you wish to charge godlessly into the next thing, that is your own will. It has served you... He gives you a flat look. Well, in the past.
All right. So camping for dragon surprise. I'm down.
Mal would go over to these double doors, and she'd insist, Right through this way. Through these doors, for the northern door has creatures, creepy crawlies, webbing up the entrance. You'd have to get through them and cut down their webbing. By going through the front door, we subvert that entirely.
Hmm.
Are we all going to sense motive here?
Yep.
Sophia's not. She has no sense motive.
Not that we trust you, but
Look, just because I lied and tried to kill you once doesn't mean I'm a liar. If you make one fucking dinner, it doesn't make you a chef.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
just
go ahead and
because
open
you've
it.
joined us now.
I would rather not be in the way of the dragon's breath weapon should he be awake and around.
Do you
And
know what
she
color
was-
the dragon was? Do we know?
Black.
Mhm.
Black.
She described it as a black dragon.
Trying to remember what element that is. Is that fire?
Acid.
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 Because I have a couple scrolls of protection from energy, or resist energy rather.
Mm.
I can
Mhm.
slap that on whoever's opening the door just in case.
I think we should see if they're there. Here, let's.
Looks like Ovik's
Can
about
we-
to open the door, so
Is that the one we're wanting to open, or this one?
I think they're both
Oh,
the same.
Oh, Vic, you open this door and it's a staircase going
Okay.
up.
So it must be the other
This
one.
the one I'm supposed to open. Are these the double doors?
Looks
Yep.
like it.
Yeah, I can kind of see it on the map now that it does look
Mhm.
like a double door there.
Certainly more doubly than not.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You open the door into this area. I go back to my room description.
I assume we would have all kind of gotten back, so we're not, getting shot by acid. Sophia.
I mean, looks like we did.
Yeah, it was just you who was opening the door.
Looks at Sophia.
That was just her peeking behind your shoulder.
That's realistic.
This large chamber, perhaps once a stable or kennel, has been gutted. Wooden partitions that may have been stalls lie shattered and burned, leaving only divots in the walls, floor, ceiling, and a few stone support pillars. The floor is a tangle of broken beams, dung heaps crawling with vermin, and the occasional gleam of polished bone. The whole chamber is shadowy and dim, and the darkness is almost a palpable thing.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't look safe to walk in. You would,
So, this,
except for traps. That was terrible.
I go
And
ahead and
scan the threshold with a detect magic just to be safe.
I'll do a perception to hear anything that might be lurking in the darkness.
Yeah, that's a good. Probably just the scuttling of beetles.
yes.
Yeah, quiet
You see a
spot.
rat dive out of a pile of shit into another pile of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it is silent. Maybe too silent.
All right. Theobald. What are we supposed to do?
Find a place to hide and keep your ears open for the sound of dragon wings. Inform me when you do.
Mal would speak up and go, I know he has a small hoard of treasure somewhere. though our conversations have been short, and I've never seen it for myself.
Yeah, looks
How
like
does he-
he's. How does he get in here? That's a good question.
Yeah, how does he get
So-
in and out?
This is a courtyard. This
Mm.
black flora area is a courtyard with an open ceiling. And presumably these are double doors he could squeeze through.
Yeah, if he's huge size, he could get through a 10-foot gap via squeeze. It would just count as difficult terrain. It would be the equivalent of us of a real life person just going through a door where you'd have to stoop.
You said the treasure hoard was to the south or the north?
Not sure where it is.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, there's some stone rooms to the back, it seems, and rooms up to the north.
So I have it in case I need to summon him.
Mm-hmm.
Top.
You see everyone freeze where you are.
Yep, not moving.
Merrick goes up north and sees the spider-webbed up entrance. Past this part, let me pull it back up. 22. I think that 22 is on the token layer too. No, it's on the GM layer.
I assume we'd shut the double doors back behind us.
Yeah, let me bring in the shadow.
That would
Council
be a
minion
dead
and
giveaway.
Leora.
Anyone good at covering our tracks so he doesn't smell us?
Fair point. Nuvik, rub yourself on that feces to cover your scent.
I was born in the dark, but it wasn't last night, Theobald.
So you see a number of vile worms crawling through these webs, Merrick. But they do not seem to cross the threshold into your room. They seem completely uninterested or even afraid to venture that far. One creeps close, takes a look at you, and then quickly scuttles away.
Is this a stairway going down or up, or?
Yes, a stairway going up.
Okay. Yeah, I'll leave that alone since they seem to be leaving this room alone.
Does my detect magic get anything if I give this place a sweep?
Yeah, I was going to do that too because I'm looking down this way to see if there's that hoard that we've heard about. Because who knows if it might have something useful.
Yep, there's a door down here.
I'll just wait for answers first.
So in this room, no, nothing detects his magic.
So if he's going to hide behind his pillar and point to Ovict and point to the door.
Checks the handle and makes sure it's not hot.
Nope. No Home Alone traps today.
Tried to roll perception to see if I saw any traps.
See if there's any traps.
Yeah. I trusted Black Dragon to double perception. 29.99. No trap on the door that he sees.
You don't perceive any traps on the door.
Open the door. Nothing in there. Close the door.
Sophia
Even
saw
I-
that.
Even I saw that.
Battered weapons, breastplates, helms, shields, and a large number of skulls lie heaped on this chamber floor. More importantly, chests overflowing with gold and silver coins occupy the center of the room.
Gold can wait. Sophia's going to detect magic the room and see if she pings anything.
Go to the
Not
dragon.
detecting magic on the treasure hoard.
Okay.
Alright. You detect a couple of magical items within the hoard. I think if you do that long enough, it gives you the precise location.
Yeah.
Or does it just point out your
Let me
precise
see.
location? I forget.
I think
I just-
if you do it long enough, it gives you the schools.
I'm just
And the
bringing it up just to
power.
make sure. But yeah, first round, presence or absence of magical auras. Number of auras for 2 rounds. Strength and location of each aura after 3 rounds.
Okay.
So yeah,
in-
able to point them out after like 18 seconds.
all right. There is some kind of magical greatsword. You could give me a spellcraft to determine
I got that.
its ability, and a staff of some magical significance.
So 29 or 39 and 26 for the sword and then the staff.
That'll be enough. It is an Outsider Bane greatsword and a staff of necromancy with 5 charges remaining.
Now I need to look up staff and necromancy. Oh yeah, you can recharge that thing too. Ooh, I would look over at Theobald and be like, "Do you want the staff? You can use it
Let
for
me
all
see.
kinds of undead stuff.
Oh,
It has like dual touch, halt undead, innervation, fatigue, circle of death, which is really nice.
I mean, necromancy is a hack art for necrophiliacs, but I suppose it backs kind of up against the wall here.
That's what they say.
The Outsider Bane Greatsword, if no one else can use it, we can keep it, and whenever I summon Luca, he has options to use that. So
Mhm.
yeah, it has 5 charges on it, but you can recharge that shit.
Yep, I was just
You just
looking
use
at
your
it.
own spell slots eventually.
This is one of those in character, Theobald's like, necromancy. Out of character, yeah, that's extremely helpful for me.
Yep.
I'm just gonna put the Outsider Bane Greatsword
Sorry,
in the inventory.
I missed a section. It's a lawful Outsider Bane greatsword.
That's fine. You can use it to stab devils and shit.
Yeah. I just thought I looked at it again and I thought it was just an Outsider Bane, but it's a
Also, we're
lawful
checking to make
Outsider.
sure there's like no traps or anything before we grab
Yeah.
any of this crap, right?
Yeah, I would have wanted to do that before we picked it up.
Yeah.
At least to make sure there's like no alarm on it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any sophisticated alarms or traps in this room.
Pool of beans.
The piles of gold are big enough to obscure maybe 4 people if you really climbed in there. And we'll say 1 could go in each of the chests, but others would have to find other places to skulk off to.
I was gonna, when we hear the dragon coming, go into a corner and cast Greater Invisibility, since I assume once he gets in here, we're gonna be springing that trap pretty quickly.
If we can just remain unobserved for 10 seconds, I should be able to take him out.
All right. I've never slept in a pile of gold before. Never been a greedy soul, but I would like to say that I've done that once.
And then the Shadow Count can also Greater Invisibility a few people. I think he still has 3 uses of his 4th level spell.
Purely out of character here. You don't need to go too deep on resources unless you think this guy is backup, because the exact range of my spell is 900 feet, and I have to be able to consciously know they're there. I do not have to have a line of sight. Literally,
Sophia was just going to do it for herself, just because her stealth is garbage.
Right. I'm just saying is the moment I hear those doors open or the beat of wings or giant dragony footsteps, I start casting, and then it's game on. So.
Okay, so we're piling into the treasure room then?
I was just gonna find a little tucked away corner, but whatever works.
Probably
Yeah,
not Theobald, but
I know
do you think
some
you
age
could,
category they might get true sight, but we could always set up here with like an illusion to just show this area is empty.
I think a lot of times have blind sense, but Sophia wouldn't know that.
Yeah, let me see here. What's dig into my old bag of tricks. Auditory. Here we go. Scroll of major image. How long does major image last? Wizard.
Wizard.
Duration. Concentration plus 3 rounds. So if I sit here and focus on it, but the moment I begin casting my other spell, I don't believe I can hold concentration on one thing at a time, I think. So
Also, it's a
Well,
plus
you
3 rounds,
concentrate on
so
another
even if you
thing.
drop
Yeah, that's true.
concentration.
And I add I do additional rounds because of my illusion specialization. Let me see. Extended illusions. Half my wizard level is additional rounds after I stop.
While you guys are
concentrating.
talking shop, Leori crawls into the gold with Ovik and goes, "You come here often?"
No, this is my first time.
He'll be gentle.
His son pops out of his beard and stares right at Leori.
What is that?
Don't mind him. He'll take care of himself unless you bother him, and then he'll take care of you.
That didn't answer my question, but okay.
It's one of my
He calls
sons.
it, it's a tumor.
Dwarves have babies? I thought you
Yeah,
just
well-
popped out of the ground like plants.
No, that's what people say when they ask us if we have women.
Well, you guys finish talking shop of exactly where everyone's gonna be. I'm gonna go use the restroom because I gotta go.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can spend one of my scrolls of major image and throw up an illusion to buy us a little bit of time. No issue.
So is it going to incapacitate him to the point where we're coup de grace, or once we start,
yeah, you're
going
gonna
to
be
come
so.
back?
So here's the full shop talk since Michael's gone. It's a spell called Create Mindscape. It's where I pull myself and him into a mental world that I have control over. During that time, both of our bodies are unconscious and helpless. It lasts 10 minutes per level. So, and the key part is there is no saving throw. He literally just slumps into a sleep and you stab him while I talk to him in the dream world.
And how long does it take to cast?
One full round, like a summoning.
It seems pretty OP.
Well, the key thing also being that
You're
I'm
vulnerable.
completely vulnerable and I'm a wizard,
Yeah.
and also if there was literally anyone else besides just him, it would be very tricky.
Yeah.
Also, technically, while I can fight him in the Mindscape, I have the choice of whether to make it a harmless or a harmful Mindscape. A harmless Mindscape means neither of us can hurt each other at all, which is what I'm going to be doing. But I can mind fight people in there if I make it a harmful one. And if they die in the Mindscape, they die in real life. But I cannot kill a dragon.
Mhm.
As cool as that would be.
And you also have to decide on what the mindscape looks like and what the exit strategy is, because if it makes
Yep.
a will save, it knows how to leave.
Yeah, it knows how to leave and needs to achieve. I already have that all settled out. That's why I'm going to be doing my whole bluffy talky thing, because I can make it a seamless Mindscape, which means it looks exactly like this normal room, so he won't immediately know that he's in a dream world. That's why subtlety is important. That's something listed in the rules, and I already have the condition for him not being able to escape is he needs to assemble a 2,000-piece jigsaw puzzle.
I don't know. Dragons are pretty smart. They might be able to do that.
Guinness Book of World Records for a 5-man team of professional jigsaw puzzle was 3 days.
Mhm.
That seems long. We usually get one done like while we're at the beach.
2,000 piece?
No, 1,000 piece.
Let me see. Maybe I got numbers wrong here.
Yeah.
Well, keep in mind,
Look at these.
compared to a dragon, it's about the size of a stamp, though.
They can
These,
shoot
no,
shit,
these,
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure.
these are 1,000.
Not all
1,000,
dragons
500,
can.
500, 500.
Depends on his
Not all.
age category, but
Yeah. Let's see.
and what
Fast
spells he
discharge.
chooses to learn as a sorcerer.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Oh no, you're right. I was thinking of a 10,000 piece, but no. It's 2
Oh, okay.
hours. It's 1.5 hours for a professional team of jigsaw puzzlers. I am literally needing to buy only minutes for you guys,
Yeah.
so he is not
That's
gonna get that
1.5
done
hours is a lot
before
better.
the spell expires in an hour and a half.
Mhm.
Fair enough.
Mm.
So, what is our final statement on how exactly we're doing this?
All right. Everyone find a hiding place in this area down here that I'm going to use a scroll of major image to create like a optical illusion between here and here. That'll just make this room look empty. just to buy us enough time for him to get in close for me to start casting the spell.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, can you use the marker to show me the area in which you are concealing?
Yeah, here, I'll just draw it out real quick. There. Purple line. Everything inside here.
Alright. Just a second.
Yeah, we just gotta pull her in.
Yeah, Hag, get your ass down here. Oh, that's a good idea. I had him behind this pillar.
I mean, you can hide the treasure room.
Yeah, I did like sitting on it.
And I keep my ears open for anything that sounds distinctly draconic. The beat of wings, the doors opening, big footsteps. I don't need to see him. I just need to be able to know that he is there.
Yeah, once we hear it coming, I'm gonna pop an invisibility sphere over here to block me and Shardra.
Mm-hmm.
And Kira if he wants to come in over here too. Well, actually, Merrick, if you want to come over here with Nimbus just to be extra safe, because I can get you and the bird in the invisibility sphere. Because I'll just be like right here.
Okay.
Well,
So
hell, if we're all
of us will be
going
invisible
into
once
this,
we-
I'll just
once we hear the dragon anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I'll come out there too.
So after maybe half an hour here of lying in wait for the dragon to come, you hear a faint but noticeable thrashing of wings from between these stone walls. You hear a crash to the ground, and the doors open.
Big old footsteps coming in.
Yep, you hear big old footsteps.
We're
I
invisible
begin-
spirit over here.
I begin casting. It takes one full round. Where did it go? Create Mindscape. He's very much within range, and as per the spell, I do not need to see him. I just need to perceive him as being there.
Okay, so
Am I able to do the one full round without him crashing down onto us?
he is going to start walking in. Crash. Crash. Crash, and you see the full length of this dragon, a sleek, dark creature with a disturbing serpentine grace. Its eyes are glowing as if lit from within by crimson embers. You also see the spectral chains symbolically holding him to this place, which hang from his body. And he sniffs one way and he sniffs the other, and he looks dead down the hall towards all of you. And he goes, "Reveal yourself. I smell the iron in your blood."
That sounds like 10 seconds to me, right?
Yeah, that'd be about a round.
All right. So how Create Mindscape works is both he and I are pulled into a mental world of my own creation. He doesn't get a saving throw. He's just affected by this. We both become helpless. So from his perspective, I have made the mental world look exactly like this room. So for him, it is seamless. So until he interacts with the world in a way that makes him think it's fake, he doesn't get a saving throw to realize he's an illusion. So from his perspective, the illusion wall that I had put up from Major Image disappears. And there is Theobald, and he's in this large leather red armchair on a rug, and he's got a little wooden side table. and he is currently eating some like sliced bread with tomatoes and cheese on it. He says, sorry, I am just finishing up for a moment. It has been a trying last few weeks, and sometimes you just need to indulge in a few good foods. Hope you do not mind I have made myself at home in your lair.
Mage, it is a pretty trick you've done. But as soon as this effect wears off, I'll be eating your illusionist corpse for lunch.
Meanwhile, outside, everyone starts dogpiling on the dragon.
Mhm.
Stabby, stab, kill, kill.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't. Other than that illusion wall, I don't think he knows he's in a mindscape.
All right. We can bring up the turn order.
Because he can still try to attack me in the mindscape. All right, Charger.
Does he not get a
You know,
will
I'm
to
pretty sure damage
disbelieve?
doesn't break
That's
this.
what it looks
so.
like
Uh,
on here.
if he interacts, well, this is where the roleplay aspect comes to it. Because if he interacts with it in a way that makes him disbelieve it as being reality, he gets a will save. So that's why I'm here talking to him and distracting him. Because the moment he goes into his treasure hoard and he's like, wait a minute, the faces on these coins aren't right. Because I don't remember what the actual faces on his coins are. This is... If you've ever done anything with a Spider-Man comic, this is a full-on, like, Mysterio mindfuck thing.
He's been
It's...
mind freaked.
Yeah, this is the only super slim application of this spell. Everything else in the entire dungeon is undead and immune to this shit. So... And it's a high-level spell.
Yeah, if you want to take a minute to read it, Michael.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
It is a very complicated spell, I remember.
Yep.
I will say stuff like this is why like really like high level bosses usually are immune to mind affecting.
Yeah, I'm
But this
only...
isn't like the main boss of this place,
Yeah,
I don't think.
exactly. I try to... It's a lot like Manfred had infinite dominate person as a vampire, but I tried to use it very sparingly. Otherwise, it's
Yeah.
like, well, that's just going to get taken away. In this resource grind of a dungeon crawl, I feel like being able to short circuit one boss with a very niche spell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we still have the other 4 that we're going to have to blast out normally, and that I'm going to be significantly less useful on.
Mm.
So we don't just coup de grace them, they just lose their dex bonus to AC in the real world. So
I
like
mean,
he'd still have
So
his armor hardness.
what's your method of escape?
Well, once he realizes there's an escape in that room with his treasure hoard, there's a 2,000-piece jigsaw puzzle, and if he solves that, then he can escape.
Okay, anything that would be a reasonable method of waking from a dream during a deep sleep.
It is an option. It's negotiable.
I feel like this word reasonable here.
All right. Let me mind rack it. I mean, that's why I'm also trying... thought we would be doing like bluff checks versus sense motives for him to realize that he's in a dream. I'm just buying them time.
Yeah.
Oh, so it has to succeed at the will save to use
Before
the
it knows
exit
how to
option.
affect it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Reveal his deepest personal vulnerability to you. Deepest, darkest secret, something that you'd hesitate, perhaps, or need to think about.
Okay. How's this for an option, Michael? Reveal all the information he knows about the other 4 shackles.
Ooh, there you go.
That's a good one.
Just has to speak it and then he wakes up. But that's only if he's able to realize that this is an illusion. Which I am investing all of my effort into having him realize it's not.
Okay. Okay.
It's also a good way to goad some information out too.
Mhm. Also, this is a great spell to use if a character wants to have like a mental training arc.
Yep. Your own personal hyperbolic time chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Training in the Matrix.
Essentially.
Took the red pill and the blue pill.
Crushed
Yes,
him up
I
and
cra-
snorted him.
And after 4 hours, you need to contact the doctor.
Oh yeah, and just for the sake of brevity. Okay, yeah, so it is going to be, if he does get a will save, it is going to be DC 24.
I think I would go before him. My dex is 20. I think he had a +4 to his dex.
I forgot to roll for Leori. I was gonna throw her on there, but she's at the very bottom anyway, so it works.
So
I
both
just really want-
Theobard and the dragon snap into a deep sleep, and it is Char's turn.
All right.
I
'Cause-
gently nudge her towards the dragon.
yeah. Flying headbutt.
Why does it make me think every time she does a flying headbutt, it's like the Luigi attack in Super
Yep.
Smash Brothers?
I've thought that
Torpedo.
before. So an additional +2 to this. 20?
Probably has pretty high AC with odd deck.
Left-footed
Mm-hmm.
will not hit.
All right.
She bashes her head against the steely plates of a dragon.
But everyone
Here.
has visual confirmation that it's catatonic.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Sort of knowledge check does dragon fall under to know weaknesses?
I'm pretty sure. But I could be correct.
Yeah.
Remember.
Let's say Arcana or Dungeoneering. Dungeoneering,
Okay.
I think, is
One of
usually
these
the
I
one
have.
for monsters. All right.
You said he's helpless, right?
Let me.
The spell just said that he loses his dex to AC. It didn't say anything about being helpless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
your
mean,
body
it does
loses.
say-
dex-
Does say helpless up there, but then later on it says loses dex. So. And no coup de grace.
Mm.
I feel like it would be hard to coup de draw a dragon with that thick of an AC.
Mhm.
It
Actually,
probably
first
has-
things first.
Although,
Everyone needs
is
to
he
be-
also... Go on.
As soon as he turns, we should have done as soon as he turned the corner. But
Yeah.
everyone within 180 feet needs to give me a frightful presence roll. I will save.
All right, so Charger fails.
Good
And
reason
I'll
for her
retro-
to miss the attack.
Okay, so Theobard got a natural 20, so he would have definitely been fine.
Well, I'm re-roll that. 5.
Yeah, I got a 31. That's about as good as I'm going to get out of 19 on the die. So
That's supernatural, right? That's not like a spell-like effect.
Yeah, it's supernatural.
Is this an enchantment style spell? I don't think so, but
I think this is just the dragon thing that they have, or it's the
Once
frightful
it's
presence.
aura.
Fear.
yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if certain features come into play or not.
Extraordinary, actually. So
Okay.
So anyone who just rolled below a 23, It looks like Ovik
Charge.
and Chardra. And I think that's
Mhm.
it. You guys are frightened for 21 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
What does that do? Does that mean we
It's
run away?
-2 to most things. Let me pull it up.
Okay.
Frightened. A frightened creature flees from the source of its fear best it can. If unable to flee, it may fight. A frightened creature takes a -2 penalty to all attack rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks. A frightened creature can use special abilities, including spells, to flee. Indeed, the creature must use such means if they are the only way to escape.
Yep. You guys are on your own.
Yep. Charge its cow in the corner.
Do you not have a bonuses against fear, or not enough?
He's not like a
Yeah,
paladin or
12.
something.
I
Yeah.
need 10 points of bonuses.
Oh,
I was just
gotcha.
looking to see if I had another reroll. Do we have 3 hero
Unless you
points in
burn
this?
some, yeah.
I've never burned one with this guy.
So you should, yeah.
Can I burn one to make it? That would only give me +8, wouldn't it? All right, I'm gonna do one more
Tapping
reroll.
4 is
That'd be
+8,
tapping.
but
Tapping. I'm gonna tap again for second tap of the session. 24.
Hey, you made it. So it's just Charger
Yes.
that's terrified of the dragon.
Mhm.
Here.
so does that give me enough to figure out what it might be immune to or weak to in character?
Yes.
Didn't it?
So, you don't know any weaknesses, but you do identify this as not a black dragon, but an umbral dragon.
Mm.
Oh, that's the undead dragon, isn't it?
It's the Shadow Plains one.
Yeah.
Uh,
It is immune to cold, death effects, energy drain, paralysis, and sleep.
Yeah, it's easy to confuse a shadow dragon for a black dragon.
in the dark.
Well, that rules out one of my bomb flavors. And one of the better ones if he fails the fort save, but it's a dragon. They don't fail fort saves.
What? No.
Yep. That's 25. I don't think we have haste up.
That's probably going to be a couple turns away right now for me.
Yeah. So it's big and doesn't have a dex score at the moment, so the range will probably not matter on the Tanglefoot Bomb. 34 versus touch. It is within. Yeah,
hit.
it's within 30, so technically one more. But yeah, mid hit. So
Big dragon's probably easy to touch at least.
33 damage for direct hit and reflex save to be not glued to the ground while it's asleep. Oh, actually, would it fail? It's helpless, so would it fail a reflex save automatically?
Is
That
it
a
helpless?
question.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's helpless just to avoid the coup de grace question.
Mhm.
I will say it can't reflex save in this condition.
So it's glued to the floor until it breaks free, at least.
And that's fair because all this same stuff would apply to me when I'm like this as
Yeah.
well. So I'm
Mhm.
perfectly cool with all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, glued to the floor, 33 damage.
Mhm.
Double check. Yep. Sophia.
She begins casting a spell, and that's her turn.
All right. Ovik.
Oh, Vic, indeed. Ovik will do what Ovik does. He will swift action, go into dragon style, and then charge. And he will be not going to use rage, but he's going to power attack. And he's going to heat. Going to he doesn't get his bite and his claw when he's not raging, so he's just going to be using his shield. I assume this thing is evil to turn the Holy Dwarven War Shield on.
That's an assumption you could make.
Okay, making that assumption and swinging.
Right.
And hits. And then this
2 hits.
Does he also
Two.
count as prone?
I don't think so. 'Cause I
Okay.
think he
no.
just kind of freezes up. I always say Theobard sits down when he's doing this. Because I think
Okay.
he has some sort of vision of someone nudging him and falling over like a scared goat. But
Meh.
all right. Misses with his helmet. That's it for Ovik.
All right. Merrick.
Alright. Merrick will go ahead and cast Strong Jaw on Nimbus, as Nimbus takes us both up there. 45, and then Nimbus is going to take an attack. We'll go with the bite. Am I flanking at this point?
Yeah.
Looks like it, yeah.
Right. 33. For
Yep, that'll hit.
26 damage.
All right. You guys are wailing into this dragon.
That will be my turn.
To walk into a dragon's lair unprotected is a suicide mission for a wizard such as yourself. Before I consume your delicious man flesh, I'd like to know what brought you to this cursed castle, where you and I shall spend the rest of our days.
Theobard sets down his food, still reclining in the chair that he has manifested in this world. Bold of you to assume that I would have come to an accursed keep without protection. But as for my purpose here, I am seeking something. An item that was used to best your former master, slaver, the late ruler of this castle. As the only one with a pulse still within this building, I felt you might be more reasonable to assist a master of the mystic arts on such a quest.
Kazavon was not my master, nor was he a slaver of mine. He was nothing but an inspiration. I came here to study his long rule after I caught news that the warlord Terror over Varisha had been slain. I didn't know then what had become of this terrible place. You will not be leaving what you're searching for, even if I did help you. The wards upon this place are much too strong. To leave, you must slay the spirit anchors which guard over its towers, and of which I myself unwittingly became.
And
Leroy.
round.
I shall know what I shall say next round, assuming he's still alive.
Richard, I think you're muted.
I was muted, damn. I was saying she steps outside, make the will save against the frightening presence, fails,
And-
immediately goes back in and shuts the door.
Charger, I think, is running away.
You cowering in the corner.
Cowering in the corner.
Karen in the corner.
Back around.
Back
to
around
Keep on
already.
Mhm. Well, it's what happens when the one enemy is catatonic.
Yes, but I mean the allies too. We've only got, I guess,
Mm,
me.
I guess that.
Merrick.
Well, I mean, I think that we don't have the shadow count on the initiative, and honestly, the hag not doing fucking anything makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh no, she's fully not. I told
Yeah.
you guys, any of you guys can take control of the shadow count, but I'm not gonna run him.
I
so
just don't want
he-
to take control of multiple NPCs, so I've just been using Leori. So
Yeah, bringing them was supposed to be a boon to you guys. If you choose to use that boon or not, that's up to you. But you got his you all have access to his character sheet. I
Yeah.
believe.
Mhm. Anyway, 25 versus touch.
We'll hit.
For 24. Well, 25 because of point blank.
All right.
Gonna try to stop forgetting that.
You start to see his scales come peeling off of his corpse or his body, revealing fleshy patches beneath.
Mm-hmm.
Sophia.
as the spell completes, Luca appears right here. He looks a little bit buffer than usual. From here, she then casts hastes to get everybody that she wants into it. So they're all hasted now.
Mm-hmm.
She's still in her invisibility sphere because she doesn't want to fight the dragon herself. And then Luca is going to smite bias on the dragon. Is he neutral of any kind?
No.
Okay, so it works then. So this is going to be at his full maximum power. So,
I thought when you
yeah.
smite bias, that's when you kill someone's K-pop idol.
Funny. Anyway, tracking Guizarm with flanking and everything. 26 and 35.
Weren't you giving him the great axe or the great
Hit and
sword?
a hit.
Oh, he's probably not lawful. That's fair.
Yeah, well, and also he's not an outsider.
True. Yep.
So he takes 46 points of damage the first one, and the other one, the other 1d6 of lightning damage, so 46 as well. And he gets one more attack with haste, 30, which will be another 45 points of damage. So about 130-ish damage.
As this happens, you see his eyes go wide as he looks at you, Theobald, and he goes, "What have you done, you fool?"
Theobald rises from his seat. And I had hoped you had been smarter. And turns out you're just a lick spittle for a dead man. Disappointing. Alas, your fate was sealed when you set foot into this room. I am not like any wizard that you have combated before. This entire time, you had been merely in the palm of my hand. And I assume he's dying right now, right?
Indeed, yes.
So as I say that, Theobald puts his foot down, and then like a spiderweb crack of glass goes across the entire room, and then everything shatters into shards of glass, and we're standing on the palm of a titanic statue of Theobald with his hand outstretched in a black void.
So
subtle. Mm-mm.
I never said Theobald was a humble man.
Right.
Also, I imagine the statue is the most intricate thing you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Because if
The
anyone
dragon-
knows how he himself looks, it's Theobald.
Yep.
The dragon slumps rather uneventfully over into death. And you see those spectral chains finally crack and lift from him as the whole castle starts to shake.
Mm-hmm. I don't see why people say slaying a dragon is hard. That was easy as hell.
As you say that, Sophia, the spectral chains lurch at your spirit guardian, Luca. And Luca needs to make me a will save.
Oh shit.
Yeah, checks out. Takes
Yeah.
the next closest person. Opposite side of the room.
16.
Luca,
Mm-hmm.
you feel the chains clasp onto your forearms and your neck as they weigh you down to the ground in a heavy way you haven't experienced in this ethereal spirit form. The weight is immense. You're carrying around much more than you ever have before, and you hear the voice of a man you've yet to meet go, You have slain one of my soul anchors, so a soul anchor you shall become. And you feel yourself physically tied to this location.
Now the question is, what happens when he despawns in 10 rounds? Because this
I
is a
don't think
temporary
we
summon.
Probably just doesn't
Oh, so I just
despawn.
have free buffed Luca for until we're out of this place, I guess.
Hell yeah. Free
then we're
power
gonna
up,
deal
I'll
with-
take it.
I might have to lose Luca as a summon after that, but we'll deal with that when we get to it.
No,
Yeah.
you just summon a second different Luca and have a full existential crisis.
Like I said, we'll deal with that when it comes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
So do we take the treasury while we're here? And
Are we out of combat now?
Indeed, we are out of combat.
Okay,
Luca just
so
looks at everybody's like, I feel like this is gonna get more complicated now.
yeah.
meanwhile, in the mindscape, Theobald the dragon fades and disappears because his consciousness can no longer be here.
Mhm.
Theobald's in a big empty void of a reality he controls. So he goes, "Well, while I'm here," manifests a bottle of vodka, takes a swig, and then ends the spell. I wake up leaning against the wall. All right, what went terribly wrong?
You see
Nothing
Luca
at all.
covered in spectral chains.
Oh,
Well,
I thought it would be worse.
Luca kind of speaks up like, judging from what just happened, I feel like I might be the one that needs to deliver the final blow to these anchors, lest the rest of you get trapped as become anchors as well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how this works.
Can I do like a spellcraft to understand the rules at play here, Michael?
Yeah, go ahead.
44.
So it appears, based off the information you were given by
Mm,
Belshalam, and evidently what has happened to Luca, is that whatever creature slays a soul anchor is then a soul anchor themselves, which does bring a problem into destroying more of these soul anchors as it goes on. It's entirely possible, though, that should a soul anchor slay another soul anchor, that another nearby soul or creature within the castle. They all seem to be under the will of Mithradar, the Seneschal. So you're kind of at a lack for information here, but it would be decent to assume that.
So it's a good thing we've got 1, 2, 3 extra NPCs.
Well, that's what I was also
Luca,
suggesting. Maybe if Luca does the kills.
Mm.
You also gain knowledge of who the other soul anchors are, but you can't tell the party.
Gotcha. Like, would he be theoretically able to lead them to where they are? Or would he not be able to do that for them either?
No.
Okay, but he would be able
Yeah,
to
that's-
follow them to those locations, though, right?
Yeah, he can follow them to those locations. He can't lead them there.
Gotcha.
I relay that information about the how the soul anchoring magic works.
Well, that ain't good.
Yeah, even if Luca, I always forget your name, stabs them, it still might try to latch on to one of us.
So how
Very
do we?
quickly,
So,
this door opens, and Mal runs out with her soul jar, and she's gonna try and catch Bel Shalom like a Pokemon.
That's what I figured.
Pokemon Go!
Sophia, why don't you just make your father go away? Won't that solve the
wouldn't.
problem?
I wouldn't recommend doing that at this time.
At the moment, he seems to be more powerful being anchored here, so at the very least, we can deal with that once we deal with the other anchors.
Also, best case scenario is that you break the control of the anchor on him, and then the spell tries to latch on to someone else, like Orphan or Nuvik, or best case scenario, the Hippogriff.
Merrick
I mean,
looks
he
so
has no
sad
feathers.
as he looks down.
Oh, you know it's the best case scenario, Orphan. You have more.
You could
But
have left
you-
them like trading cards.
Would you rather have Kier be stuck here forever?
Does he have to
course
roll
not.
on that? Since motive.
Just acknowledging the pattern is all.
Oh no, the steeds you ride into combat could get harmed in combat. Who could have foreseen? Sorry, the illusory
Cool.
vodka is burning through my system right now. It'll psychologically pass in a moment.
This does
pretty
raise the
cool,
question if we
Theobald.
need to break all 5 anchors, but the anchors reattach themselves immediately.
hmm
How are we to do this?
Maybe it's
Uh,
because Luca wasn't able to resist the chains.
Resist. With my spellcraft, and I can roll another one if you'd like, Michael. Is this the type of thing that protection from evil could shield someone from? Because that stops possession.
Yeah, with that 44 spellcraft, I can say that's a part of the information you know. Protection from evil can stop this from happening to you.
All right. I have in my possession a scroll of communal protection from evil. It should be able to shield all of us for any further soul anchoring.
Right along.
How
Yeah,
long does it? Yeah.
yeah. Let me see. Theobald would know, but Gumbo forgets.
I think it's like 10 minutes per level.
Yeah, oh, here we go. It's a
And
level
then
1
you gotta
spell.
divide them up by people.
1 minute per level divided amongst the creatures.
Oof.
So one fight.
Yes.
hmm
Can any of the clerics? Can
They
Leori
don't. I just
cast it?
checked. They don't have them.
Okay.
Not at the moment, anyway.
I mean, I know a
you-
lot's going to reset, but at a certain point, it might be advantageous for us to take a rest because having more of that. Well, I guess we could use the one spell scroll for now and see if it works, and if it does, that would be a good opportunity to rest and
I mean,
get
I
spells
also,
to.
I also have one level 2 spell slot allocated to it as well. So I've got 2 uses.
Okay.
And it does latch onto the closest person, so theoretically you
Mhm.
could put that on whoever's going to try to hit it when it's the closest. So, like,
Uh,
say,
The
Merrick or
person
Vic.
who slew them.
Well, that's what I was saying. What if Luca slew them, the closest
Mhm.
next person would be the target, I guess.
Yeah.
Because my theory was trying to get Luca to get all of them on him at once, and then try to get rid of that. But it sounds
Michael,
like we're
did
not
you-
able
just
to do
keeps
that.
bouncing. Yeah.
Michael, did you say what would happen if a soulbound creature kills another soulbound creature?
I did not.
Okay. Thought I heard something in that description.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. So like that's what I'm saying. Like if Luca can do
Yeah.
the final blow to some of these creatures, and it just keeps latching onto him, then
Mhm.
we only have one problem instead of 5 problems,
Yeah, that's
and we can try to save the scroll for when we think he might not be able to deal with that.
that works for me.
Anyway, I'm gonna go to the other room and stuff my haversack full of as much gold as I can carry
Yep, let's do that.
for reasons.
Mm.
And she just skips into the room to start loading up gold.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I will copy paste the treasure. There are 7,030 gold pieces, 18,445 silver pieces, 39,800 copper pieces, various gemstones worth a total of 5,800 gold pieces, and among the battered gear are 3 masterwork grade swords, a masterwork halberd, a mithril breastplate, an adamantine battle axe, the magical items you found earlier, and a small suit of chainmail, or masterwork chainmail.
I will say that adamantine battle axe might be good if we need to break anything down.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So that's definitely worth keeping. I'm not sure if we really want to try to store all those great swords and stuff right now, because that's going to take a lot of
Do we
space.
have a handy haversack?
I do, yeah.
Cool.
That's what I'm saying. In terms of weapons, maybe just take the adamantine battle axe,
Sure.
Yeah.
because that's going to take up a
You've
lot of
already
space.
got the great sword and the
I took the staff, yeah.
I put the greatsword in the inventory, but we have that, yeah. And then the adamantine battle axe.
You guys see the spiritual essence of Belshalam be sucked out and into this magical jar as Malorith gives a horrifying cackle. She strokes it and goes, "Yes, an adult dragon soul should go nicely on the soul market if we get out of here."
What does it go for? About 350?
more like 600-700.
3,000 my last time I was at the market, but I don't know. Do you use the Hell or the Abaddon markets? I prefer Hell myself. It's a little bit more reliably priced.
Can't stand the tariffs.
She would shake the soul, shake the jar, put her ear up to it, and go, "From the sound of it." I check the CR on this guy.
Mm.
Between 10 and 20,000 gold pieces, in my estimate.
Respectable. What
You're a
about
rich
him?
bitch.
I
The,
point to
the
Luca.
whole party just kind of went,
Mhm.
Does he come with the kid?
More
mean-
like
Technically, he comes with me.
more like a printing press situation, but I think he comes with a castle now.
We got ourselves a little castle custodian following us around.
Luca just chimes in. I am entirely uncomfortable with this conversation right now.
Well, if we can cheat the magic trust just by stuffing you in a hag's bag. I mean, your personhood's always been in question anyway.
I don't know why my daughter likes you.
It's my rugged charm. Anyway, I can't do a trick like I did for defeating this dragon again. So I hope you all got your enjoyment out of it.
quite helpful in a pinch.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Now we just got to
nice.
figure out where the rest of them are.
Well, I've heard the word towers a bunch of times. Thinking back, was this the square 4-tower castle?
And there are plenty of stairs going up.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to go to the next level after this. So Do we want to
There's
examine any other
also-
rooms around here for more information before we go up, though?
You guys have not explored it, all the guest wing
Yeah.
to the left of the courtyard.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
I think we're good to keep exploring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we really need more information if these anchors are not going to be able to just be removed.
Mhm.
Stepping out into the courtyard, looking up, do I see 4 towers? Like 4 corners of this?
No, that's not exactly how this is laid out. Looking up, I think you'd be able to see 1, 2 towers. Here, if you want to move to the courtyard,
Yeah.
I'll point towards the directions they're in. There's a tower up this way, and there's another
Wait.
tower up this way.
Right, let's get out there.
So a tower up directly north, and a tower up diagonally north.
Yeah, I feel like we should explore the rest of this floor because we need any kind of clues to figure out how we're going to deal with this soul lock thing going on.
Maybe we'll find what's up in the towers. Just some information of what we're up against.
Second chain is locked in the tower. Anyway. Luca, you seem indestructible now, or you call him Dad, but I would say Luca, but tell him to start going that direction to kind of examine. I think this direction is where we haven't really explored much yet.
As we're walking that way, Theobald does that gesture where, like you slap yourself in the forehead, like, oh, duh. And he goes, "Gah, why didn't I think about before? Easy solution to our problem. We just find something sentient, let it murder the fuck out of Luca, it becomes the new binding, and then we walk away."
What if an anchor kills itself? Like, sorry, Dad, about this sensitive topic, but wouldn't that pass on to nobody then?
Probably just get the next closest person.
But what if the next closest thing is a rat, and then we have whoever can resist the evil just go and kill the rat?
It's certainly an interesting proposal, says
What
the
is it?
Shadow Count Seal. He will say, Luca, if you would, could you attempt to do harm to yourself?
He would just borrow like a knife from somebody and try to cut his arm real quick to see what happens.
Nope, can't do it.
Doesn't seem possible. Like, I just physically can't bring myself to do it.
Well, here's an existential question. If we can only get out of here by destroying all 4 anchors, and the anchors just keep getting passed on, how do we ever get rid of all 4?
Well, that's why I was saying we probably need to explore and see if we can find any more clues. And if Lucan can absorb all of them, there might be a way to kind of circumvent all that. That's what at least my theory is. Like, if he does the final blow to these things and he's the closest, what if he absorbs all the chains, and then we can try to figure out the one link rather than 5 different ones that are all going to try to kill us no matter who they are.
Sounds good.
Luca's going to start heading towards this door.
Her, and then he'd be behind. Walking around the giant carnivorous plant.
Dead plant.
A couple stabs on the way by just to make sure it's extra dead. Then yeah, Luca would open the door.
All right, give me just a second. All right. You open up the store. Over here. A few torn tapestry fragments hang from the walls of this otherwise empty room, but a message has been scrawled in blood across the western wall. Can anyone
read it?
speak Orc?
I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Hold
Checking what
on.
I have.
Common, Shadowstone, Draconic, Infernal, Elven, Giant, Abyssal, Celestial, Aklo, Shawanti, Terran. No, I actually do not.
Yeah, I don't either.
Odd blind spot for me.
Just look back. Anyone speak Orc?
Yeah, but if you have linguistics, you can try.
Yeah, I can do a roll.
Sophia's just gonna pull out her scroll of comprehend languages.
23?
To look at what the
Try to decipher what it says.
was.
I think just deciphering writing is easier than conversing.
Yeah. If not, Sophia has the scroll prepared that she can bam out and read
And
it
it
that way.
is trained
For
for
writing,
me.
an unfamiliar written message. Base DC is 20 for the simplest message. It says a simple message. So yes, using your pre-existing knowledge of other languages, you are able to decode it, and it says something like "Beware Ukwar."
I think you're reading that wrong.
All right, then, Nuvik, what's it say?
Nah, I don't read Elvish.
Mm-hmm.
Luke is gonna do a quick perception before he steps into the room to make sure there's nothing looks like a trap.
Nuvik, I need you to do me a favor. Next time you have a bright idea of something to say, you need to exert all your power to stop having it.
That'll send me into a rage.
I don't know. Eat more fiber.
I assume Luca doesn't perceive anything, Michael? Other than the writing, obviously.
Yep, just the writing.
Okay, gonna step inside. Tell everybody that he sees the 2 doors in the south and one up to the north. I know one of the south ones will at least open into the hallway. In fact, Luca's just gonna go and check that right now over at this door.
Yeah, this is hard with the fog of war for having been so long.
Yep, it opens up into a hallway.
But we went that way, didn't we?
I don't think we went this way. Because I don't recognize that blue, purple, what looks like a bed from this distance.
All right, so you open up this door. If you want to start filing into the room, I'll bring Leori hanging back, Shadow Count hanging back. Eidolon would probably come up behind you. All right. So, as you enter this room, the air grows oddly still. There are no drafts or whispering echoes. And then there's a sudden movement from the shadows. You see 2 figures drift towards you. And they actually don't seem to be barreling at you, trying to murder you.
Amazing.
What'd you say it is?
So, looking in, anyone who's looking through this door right now will see 2 figures. One is a small, here we go. Yeah, one is a small and slight woman. Her posture is crooked. Her left leg is missing from the knee down, replaced by the faint, warped outline of a wooden furniture leg. Once a table or chair, now fused to her incorporeal form. The other towers over her. Well over 7 feet tall, his arms hang grotesquely long, fingertips brushing the floor when he stands still. They wear identical outfits, black leather suits that cling unnaturally to their forms, smooth black leather masks that cover their heads entirely, each sealed with a thick, ugly seam stitched from forehead to jaw. They stop several places away and they begin to perform.
Oh no, unwanted toys.
So, the woman we'll call Peg moves first, the one with the furniture leg, and she gives an exaggerated curtsy, wobbling on her mismatched legs. She beams through her body language, arms wide, chin lifted, as though basking in an imagined applause. And the man, who we'll call Lout, steps forward beside her, sweeping one long arm towards Peg like a master of ceremonies presenting a prized attraction. He claps once. Peg hops forward, exaggerating her limp. She spins, stumbles, nearly falls, then catches herself and strikes a triumphant pose. And then she looks at all of you waiting.
I would clap.
I'm gonna say Sophia in the back is clapping.
A big slow claps.
Just throw 1 copper piece.
Yes, they bask in all the applause. And then Peg's
No clap.
movements become sharper and more frantic. She mimes speaking, hands fluttering excitedly, then angrily, then desperately. She pounds one fist against her chest and then points to her mouth, and nothing comes out. Lout leans down towards her, mimicking the exaggerated laughter. His shoulders shake violently. He wipes imaginary tears from beneath his mask, and he gestures to Peg again to go on. You just still watching?
More clapping.
I'm gonna just look out the door
Uh,
behind us to
yeah.
make sure there isn't something.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, I'm
Because I
gonna
feel
look
like-
around the room.
I feel like Theobald is having the exact same reaction that me in real life is that I am so resisting the urge just to kill whatever's in front of me right now.
Right.
Yeah.
So I have that reaction to mimes.
All right.
Luca's not clapping even, or Luca's not even really watching them. He's like watching them for obvious signs of danger. But he's kind of looking over at the group, being like, "What are we doing here?"
Peg draws
Was
an
it-
imaginary rapier and challenges Lout to a duel. She lunges and he sidesteps lazily and grabs her by the head, pretending to twist it free. He hands the head back to her. She accepts it, then freezes. Her hands fly to her throat. She claws at the seam of her mask. Her body convulses in a slow, agonizing manner, and Lout steps behind her as he pantomimes pulling a needle and thread from the air, and he begins to sew.
Is anyone else starting to get a little creeped out?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
creepy.
Hey, Mallow, do you know anything about these creepy clowns that are just performing over here?
Oh, those two, I don't come over here. They give me the heebie-jeebies.
I mean, I'm getting that feeling too. Yeah. Guys, is the hag the most normal of everyone here? I'm starting to get worried about us.
Theobald's
Oh.
just fully walked out the room and is looking outside.
Why don't we shut this door back and let them keep going? Over here. Check this door.
All right.
It's gotta be the funniest reaction to the ghost mime show. It's just
Yeah.
I'm just shut that door.
Yeah.
We just killed a dragon, but we don't want to fuck with that.
Look, they're in their bedroom. They can do whatever they want.
All right.
Down.
I got a hallway, fellas. Another door.
Yes. Let me get down to where I'm supposed to be.
Around the corner and 2 ghost mimes appear.
Now they're wearing gimp outfits.
They weren't before?
Yeah, I think that's now dawning on me. I think they were.
Let me check this map again and see if this is correct.
But instead
I
of
was-
being blue, now they're red.
I was
Man, are we
moments
gonna
away
have to
from
kill some clowns? That sounds bleak.
Yeah,
Sounds-
the undead castle wasn't really scary to me until the mime showed up.
Well, it's also really
Mime,
creepy that they're not trying to kill
mime.
us. Is it weird that I'm more afraid of them not trying to kill us?
Well, honestly, I was halfway between just using one of the charges for my staff and necromancy, and just going halt undead, just freezing them in place.
That would have been funny.
But are you sure they're frozen or are they just doing mime shit?
Well, now I don't know. Unfortunately, my usual idea of just finding the closest fire extinguisher to spray them won't work in this situation.
This is just a regular hallway, Vic.
Looks like it goes up to that other door that we didn't open.
All right.
Perception before we
Courtyard's still
approach in case
empty.
we hear anything. 15, probably not much.
Nope.
Lugu will take the lead and push forward. Looks like it goes into a hallway, and Luca would see stuff there, and he would say that he can see some outlines of, I don't know, for me as a player, it looks like chandeliers, maybe.
Wait, did we want to open this door down here that we walked by?
We can.
Might as well.
Michael,
Luca
is that
will walk
okay?
back down.
Yeah.
And he'll quick the door.
All right. So in this room, numerous oversized and long ago ruined bunks lie in various states of disrepair.
Looks like some kind of barracks then. Step
All right.
inside.
Who opened the door? Was it Ovik or
Luca.
Luca? All right. Move back over here.
Okay, sorry.
I need everyone except Richard to mute or deafen themselves.
What do you mean so I can't hear you in here?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'll send a message in Discord when to undeafen.
How do you do that?
Right
The
click.
little headphones on the bottom.
Oh yeah, there's a deafen on the very bottom, right next to where it says mute. There's a deafen button. Well, you muted yourself, Cope. That's the
Yeah,
that's the button to
mute
the
it.
right of
Now
that.
click the headphones and they'll deafen you, so you can't hear us. You can still
Cope, you still
hear
having
us.
trouble?
I'm just gonna take my headphones off so I don't hear y'all, and when I see other people talking and on the screen, I can pick them back up.
All right. So, Richard, as you open this door, when we get back, when everyone undeafens, you need to act as if you've seen a snarling 12-foot tall minotaur leaping out of the hall beyond to swing a blood-stained axe down upon Ovik's head. All right.
So it's just like I see like a minotaur trying to kill Ovik with an axe.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
What's your AC, Richard?
Luca's AC is 35.
All right, so we'll wait for everyone to get back. Looks like Gamba's going to get a drink.
Yeah.
I'll wait until everyone's back to do anything.
And we lost scope along the way.
He could not for the life of him figure out how to deafen himself. And we kept telling him it's the headphones right next to the mute button, and he just kept muting himself. But he said he's gonna hop back in as soon as he sees people are back.
Mhm.
And now there he is.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be
Yep.
cool.
Gombo
Two
went to get
others,
a
it
drink.
looks like, are still headphoned.
Yeah. Gombo's getting a drink. Kenneth, I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he took the opportunity to go to the bathroom or something.
Yeah, that's what I did. And I grabbed food.
So for next time, there you go. That's what deafen looks like. It's that button right there.
Can you do that again? I don't think it's showing on my phone app.
You might have to like branch it out somewhere then, because I'm using a desktop. So
Yeah, I'm using desktop as well. That could be the problem. I'm sure they have a way to deafen yourself on phone.
but it's probably
But,
not
yeah.
as simple as
I haven't looked
the
at that
desktop.
UI in a minute.
Yeah. I should bring out my phone and I can actually look for that while we're waiting anyway. So
Although, how do you know when to come back?
I put undeafen in the chat. And
Oh, I
general
found it.
shenanigans. Probably should put that in.
Yep, I found it. You just have to pull up the bottom bar on the phone app.
Gotcha. What the fuck are you looking at?
Jesus, Richard, I'm sorry.
Who's that?
You. Our
Thank you,
cat decided to just get on the bed and just stare daggers at me.
Yep,
Those cat bastards.
that's how they do.
You... It's no goddamn it, cat, but it'll do.
That'll do, cat. That'll do. Oh, someone went out of the game.
Looks like Ovik is no longer in Roll20.
My screensaver just turned on.
That
Who
would
uses a
explain.
screensaver in the year of our Lord 2026?
I'll
You
be
just
back
deafened
when the
that
people come
hard.
back.
Da-da-da.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Not a screensaver, just the energy saver. It just
Oh,
goes
okay.
black.
And Kenneth
That
has
makes sense.
returned.
You put it in the general shenanigans, not the game chat.
I like how it seems like Mike told us to undeafen, but then Richard said no, deafen.
Yeah, he's trying to show Cope where the deafen button was.
Mhm.
It was definitely we've had better moments moment.
Now we just wait for Gombo to get his drink on.
Get your drink on. Get your drink on.
And I'm back.
He's returned. All right. You know what to do.
Yeah. So as the door opens and Luca looks inside, he's gonna scream, "Watch out!" and he's gonna try to bull rush Ovik. That's a natural one on the bull rush. As he just goes to shove Ovik aside.
You run into what is essentially a solid steel pillar of dwarf.
I know that you didn't move, but I feel like he's just at weight flight, so you try to tackle him, but you just trip and tumble over and fall over the other side.
I was trying to think of how to describe it, but as he can't push him, you see Luca just kind of like trying to shield him with his upper body as he puts his way in front of Ovik.
Mm-hmm.
Muted that whole time. What?
So yeah,
All
Luca
right,
puts
well-
himself in the way of Ovik, like something's
Well,
attacking
but-
him, I guess.
What blows me up?
Crickets.
Can he see?
Luca, you open
Uh,
your eyes and there's nothing in that hallway. Or nothing in that room, I mean.
Everyone okay? I saw a Minotaur. It was
Mm.
swinging at Ovik.
What is it? Is it invisible?
So some
Now the
sort of haunting in that
Invisitars.
room then?
Invisitors.
All right, and so we shut this door too.
Well, I did see that there's another door on the other side, but it might lead to wherever this path up here went to.
Yep. Big shuts the door.
Luca kind of just holds his head. He's like,
Well, if we're done fighting Invisitars, let's continue moving forward, why don't we, Leori?
Hey, Shadowcount, I wouldn't mock Invisitars. I've seen one. They're nothing to joke about.
It
"Wait,
wouldn't
you
be an
saw an
Invisitar
invisible?"
then.
43, I might laugh. I deadpan it.
Don't make me tell you about the late 1200s.
Luca's gonna just approach a couple more spaces to get a better look at this room.
Right. So here you see a long banquet table that runs the length of this large room. Portraits caked with dust and cobwebs hang from the walls, while 3 chandeliers fitted with dozens of unlit candles hang from the ceiling above. Move him here, move her here. Anyone else who wants to move? Before we get in more depth into this room, go ahead. Elrif's gonna come watch you guys from down this corner.
Mm-hmm.
Evard, can you light those candles from afar?
Alright. I need everyone who is looking into this room to give me a d20 roll.
All right.
One's for Luca.
I'm gonna roll 2
Black
d20. First
D20.
one is for Theobard. Second one is for Sharja.
Does Nimbus need to give one? Actually, I don't think Nimbus would have the best view, but Merrick will be looking in.
He was picking his toes.
We got. I got Sophia, got Kier, got Ovik.
Sophia's not looking in. That was for Luca.
Okay, sorry. Okay. So I'm gonna talk to each of you really quick. I need everyone to deafen except for Cope.
Good,
All right.
because I'm the only one who didn't know how.
Okay, well you're about to have to in a
I figured it out.
So that massive banquet table stretches nearly the full length of the room. Its surface is bare and gray beneath centuries of dust. Tarnished silverware lies scattered across cracked plates. All of it is dull and lifeless.
That's it.
Everything here is covered in cobwebs and grime. Everything is exactly as I've described it. A dusty table, old plates, dead air. Nothing moves.
All right. Do I need to?
File back in.
Yep.
Everyone except Kenna.
We will kind of
I think he keeps looking at the different chat than we're in, because
Which chat is he looking at?
probably game info maybe.
Nope,
Info,
there
let's
he is.
Oh, there he is.
Mhm.
All right. Yes, now I need everyone to deafen except for Kenneth.
You could just said Kenneth undeafen rather than having us all.
Mhm.
Everything is exactly as I've described it. It's just a dusty table with old plates. Nothing in here is moving at all.
Okay. So I see nothing but the room, so that's the thing.
Yep.
I'm back, baby.
I just realized what you were saying, Gamba, that I could say, yeah, just one person to undeafen. You're right. I'll do that going forward. But
Oh.
that being said, everyone except Gombo, deafen yourself. Yep, so everything in this room, Gombo, is pretty much as I've described it. The table's completely empty. Old plates, nothing else.
Gotcha.
All right.
Am I in charge of seeing the exact same thing?
Yep.
All right.
All right, go ahead and deafen yourself, and I'll let the next person know.
Yo.
Yeah, Richard, everything in this room's exactly like I described it. It's just a barren table. Plates are all empty. Nothing's moving around in here, just a thick layer of dust over everything.
Gotcha. Do you need me to redeafen?
Yep, redeafen.
My turn.
It is your turn. So, um, before you, Loki, you see a banquet table that is set for a feast. Gleaming silverware, polished plates, roasted meats still steaming, fresh bread, pitchers of wine, beaded with condensation. And at the far end of the table stands a tall, shadowed figure wearing a cloak of blue, overlapping scales that catches the light like water. You cannot see her face, but she has just drawn a sword and is looking directly at you. And I think you're the
Oh.
last one, so everyone can undeafen.
Excellent.
Do you guys all have your information?
Yep.
Yep.
I learned to use the ways of the Force today.
Can't believe it really did melt steel beams.
The forces of discord.
Seeing no obvious troubles, Luke is going to start walking in.
Hold up, but does no one see the person wielding a sword in there?
No.
It just looks like a dusty room to me.
What do
Well,
you see?
I'm
I
seeing a
figured-
full banquet with somebody at the head of the table and scale mail.
Well, if they stab Luca to death, then that shall solve one of our problems, won't it?
Vic walks over and picks up the dusty piece of silverware. Merrick, this is all dust and grime over here. You're seeing flashbacks from ancient times. Does that mean he's been bewitched?
And if you
Well,
say
hey.
so, Merrick would just be keeping an eye on them, on the figure that he saw.
Yeah.
Assuming it's still there, right?
Yep. Still just standing there.
Reacting at all to the others?
She does not appear to be reacting to them, no.
Merrick, look at me. I have some specialization in illusions. I can tell if you're bewitched or not. Look here. All right.
All right.
Extend my index finger. Okay, follow it with your eyes.
Mhm.
I just move my finger back and forth. You follow it with your eyes?
Yep.
All right. I don't know if he's under the spell of an illusion or not, but he is gullible.
Well,
As
just
suddenly
slap
as it
him.
appears, Merrick, your vision collapses. The feast rots away into dust. The table is bare again. The far end of the room is empty. It is as if the entire room has aged 3,000 years in a moment. Your heart still races a bit, but you know now it was not at all real.
Love is a fleeting thing.
Better.
Subjectively, I suppose.
I want to
Looks
keep
like
your
it's
syllable
that-
count down there, Orphan. All right.
It looks like at the barracks that we went through the first time, where any indication it's probably from down that direction. So there's a door here near me. There's a bunch more down the hall, and there's the one up north. And the hall looks like it stretches on farther that direction as well.
All right. Shall we take them one at a time?
Scan this room with
Fair
a
enough.
quick detect magic. Just out of curiosity.
This banquet hall?
Mhm.
There's nothing magical in here.
Not even a
Just
residual
you.
aura.
I suppose there. I don't know exactly how.
I don't think haunts, if that's what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't leave residual auras, but
Yeah, that's not.
yeah, Bard's an illusion wizard, so if people are experiencing illusions, he make sure it's not his cup of tea.
Let me know when Luca could open this door.
Yes. So. Opening that door right there. The chamber appears to have once contained all the amenities of a luxurious bedroom, except that now all the furnishings are crumbling, decayed, and spotted with patches of mold.
Hmm.
But more pressingly, sorry,
Oh no, is it a spooky ghost?
in this castle, no way.
And then
Is
the
it gonna get
mimes
ectoplasm
return.
everywhere?
A bedsheet rises from the corner.
The mimes walk through the wall and start painting rocket ships upon the walls.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not rocket ships.
You suddenly
Oh no.
all start to hear, as this door opens, the sounds of wailing screams and the drums of war, literal drums beating in your ears, and it gets louder and louder. The crackle of fire, the screams. You hear sword against sword, men being slain where they stand, and then suddenly all these doors are going to open
I
at
think
once
Jumanji's in here.
in true spooky funhouse fashion. They're all
Mhm.
going to slam open. And before you, Luca, are going to be some wraiths.
Mhm.
Yeah. I knew something was gonna pop out eventually.
I think I made the number visible. Oops. No, I didn't. So everyone roll initiative.
All right, she's no longer frightened. There we are. Did we want
These are
any of our
probably these are probably incorporeal creatures, huh?
Do we want any of our hangers on?
Or at least probably Leora, yeah.
Can they hit incorporeal?
Everyone can
Mm.
hit incorporeal, but if you don't have specific weapons, they always take half damage, even if it's magical.
Well, you need magic to do half damage.
If you don't have any magic, then it just does nothing.
Does Shardra have magic?
Yeah. Her headbutt is magical. Michael's being very quiet.
No. Yeah, I'm waiting for us to start combat. Merrick.
Oh, okay. Do I?
All,
It
all
looks
the
like I
doors
have.
just slammed open in a spooky funhouse fashion.
Do I have line of sight on this guy?
Yeah.
All right. I will full attack against that one. My weapon does count as magical. Mhm.
All right, it hits, but it does not crit confirm.
+1 to attack and damage for all those.
All
Oh, wait, no,
right,
sorry, it's already applied. My mistake.
6. Don't hit. So 11. And -10.
And then Nimbus is going to crawl up on the table and just make a scene. Get into a better position there.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, Nimbus will ready an attack if something gets within range.
All right. Kier.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm largely useless against incorporeal, but actually, do I have? Yeah, if I can tune to the longbow, do I have a shot? Yes, I do. Very minimal damage, but if they hit or not, that's the question.
Yes, the first one will hit.
Mm-hmm.
Check it. Okay.
Kill him, Kier.
All right. Jadra.
She is going to hop up on this table here, and then full defense by snarling and hissing at them. That's
All
the
right.
turn.
Sophia.
5 foot over here, and is going to do a full rapid fire of her crossbow at the one to the left. This one here, because it's probably
Yeah.
the angle.
Be a hit.
They're all magical, but it's fire and piercing, so in case they have any resistances or not.
All right. And one explodes into a whirlwind of ectoplasm.
And then Luca is going to swing at the other one that's still around. Full attack. I love how a 40 is not a crit.
Mm-hmm.
Close for
And
this guy.
explodes into ectoplasm.
That's Sophia's turn. I'm not sure if there's any more of these going on, but
Iori.
it's gonna move in. I hear fighting. Oh boy, here she goes killing again.
Mhm.
That's probably her turn.
You guys hear a orcish war cry as more wraiths will start to exit their quarters, charging at the life they sense down the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
I do love that 2 wraiths spooky jump scared us, and in less than 10 seconds, 5 people just fired everything they had into one tight spot.
Just like a horde of
Mhm.
arrows followed by
Mhm.
a pack.
Yes, all very good. Okay, so coming here. One will probably take attacks of opportunity as he comes around to get flanking.
You attack of
Mhm.
opportunity.
Headbutt, chicken butt. 22.
20 does not hit, 22 does hit.
All right. 27 damage, max damage, and it is magical, so it's halved.
Yep. And then Luca rolled a 35 for 39 points of damage.
Vic rolled a 40 for 19 points of damage.
Does 29 hit for Nimbus's bite?
Yes.
Does Nimbus have a magical bite?
Yep, I took the Eldritch Claws feat, so it counts both as
Mama.
silver, and magic.
I
He
hear
just
you,
runs
Cappy.
by and just
Let me
turns
see
into
if Dean's awake.
smoke.
Dean, are you awake?
More coming. If you have combat reflexes, you'll
Yep.
probably get another attack of opportunity.
I do.
Not
That
probably
won't
a
hit.
good feat to get.
I do not.
I do not yet.
They're going to start
Right.
filling in.
Yep, I get another attack because I have 3 dexterity. 39 to hit for that one, which will be 38 points of damage.
All right. Come up here.
Last AOO. Oh wait, no. Yeah,
No, you did
I have
3.
reach. Yeah, I did 3, but I have 4 total because I get 1 from base, and then I get 1 for each additional point of dex I have.
Okay.
So I have 1 more to go. So 32 for 36 points of damage to that one.
All right.
That one I don't get it on.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Already dropped my last lightning bolt for the day.
Man, that would be
It's
a
a
perfect
red
lightning bolt.
horde.
Mm-hmm.
Something about the man in the back, blah, 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 ballroom blitz.
Mm-hmm.
Man in the back says everyone attack and turn into a ball. Ballroom blitz.
Sonic the Hedgehog, yeah.
Ballroom.
I only know that from Wayne's World.
Not done yet. Things I do to beat you people.
Ballroom blitz.
One's gonna full move so that he can get all the way up there. You're holding a ranged weapon though, Kier, so you won't get an AOO.
Mm-hmm.
first movement. Yep, second movement. As a wall of rampaging orc spirits begin their assault.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, they can fly, so he can run all up in here. So those ones
All
can
up in
hide
here.
up in here, up in here. All right. So we shall begin the wraith attacks.
Mhm.
I like it how he says that he's doing it to challenge us, like making undead already doesn't eliminate most of my portfolio of spells.
Yeah,
Single
when your health
attacks,
bar
though,
get
right?
back to me. Yeah, they moved. But they're, if
She
you know
go
wraiths.
Some of them double moved, so I don't think all of them did though.
Yeah, most of these up here by Kier double move to get there. I think actually 2 of them had enough movement to get there. And most of these down here were a single move. Let's see. Calculate one more time to see how far back that would have been. Okay, yeah, so I put a little marker on them just so I can keep track. Nope, not that marker.
Hey, we got one. Nice job, Kier.
This
Mhm.
marker. He was able to get here. These 2 are. I think it's just 1 on Kier. Should have probably kept track of that as I went. But we live, we learn.
Yep. So I usually number them and take them in order.
So we'll start with just 1 on Kier. 13 touch.
I think that touches. Nope, touches 17.
Yep, that's the benefits of being a little folk.
Mm-hmm. And a high
Alright.
dex character.
One is going to attack Nimbus.
I'm going to use a ride to contest that with a mounted combat.
Okay.
All right, that avoids the attack.
All right. Another one is going to attack Nimbus.
That'll miss.
16. Okay. On a touch.
Oh wait, touch. 15 touch. So I'll do a ride check on that one too.
Do you have combat reflexes? Because it's not a combat reflex.
No, the second one is because I have trick riding. That gives me a second use of it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yep, so it avoids that attack.
Very strong, the mounted ride.
2 are going to attack Luca. Both touch.
Both of those will touch.
All right. And you take a total of 6 con drain.
Oh god, this fight could kill me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can straight up kill you.
I'm at 7 con.
And 1 is going to attack Ovik.
I use mounted combat to ride Luca and avoid them.
Maybe your beard baby can do that, but
Nope, that touch hits.
4 con drain?
Poor Condrain. Oh my god.
Glad I used the cheesy spell on the dragon now.
Mhm.
Theobard.
All right, very complex turn. I'm gonna pull out a wand and fire magic missiles at this one right here. Only so much I can do, folks.
Mm-hmm.
My sheep isn't wanting to respond when I'm trying to
Which one are you firing
fuck
at?
up.
This one directly in between Ovik and Shardra.
All right.
16 damage. And just take a little step back. Don't worry about it. Actually, no. Right there. Yeah. All right, end of my turn. All right.
Ovik,
Ovik,
you're
left turn.
feeling tired, man.
Sorry, my character sheet wouldn't take any of the input I was trying to give it because it kept saying something like, "You're fucking kidding me! You don't have negative 17 con drain right
You
now."
switch to a mod, I think, sometimes.
That's how I was doing it. I had it as an anti-buff con drain. There it is. Minus 13 con will now be minus 17 to Constitution. You fucking kidding me? All right. Right. There,
See if you
that
can
did
take
it.
one out with you on your way.
Yeah, I haven't factored my hit points yet. I'll do that on my off turn, but first I'm gonna blow this motherfucker up. Can you zoom me back to where we are? Do you know how to do that? Ping us back. Ping me back.
I ping you. Focus ping. Maybe.
There we go.
There you go. There you go. All right. He will rage. And in doing so, he will add 52 hit points, but that really doesn't matter because 3 more con damage and he falls like a dragon, apparently. He's going to split his attacks, starting with the one between beside he and Shardra, and then coming back to the one between he and Shardra, if that makes sense. So he's going to start with the non-flanking one. And he's going to go, these are all magic, so Heart-Seeking.
32. It will hit.
13 damage.
All right.
Claw.
Are you still? I'm sorry. Are you still attacking that same one, or are you going to another one?
Yeah, the same one here, unless I kill it. And then I want to switch to the one between me and Shardra.
Okay, I misunderstood. I got that backwards. Me at that one, and then you will have killed this one.
Okay. And so with the claw 21, does he hit the one between he and
21 does not hit.
All right. And then he goes into big attacks on that one.
$433. Those both hit.
Okay.
And kill the motherfucker.
All right. And then he wants to 5-foot step up.
Hide behind the remains.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Before you go, Merrick. For everyone to attack, there does in fact need to be a man in the back. So that this can break into a ballroom blitz, you know?
And it turns into the ballroom blitz. Let me see how many characters I can kill in this game. Specifically dwarves.
Hey, you've had how many campaigns where you've had the same character the entire time because you survive everything? It's your time.
True. It is true. It is
I mean, we're getting covered in con drain here, so
It is funny how it's all hitting Ovik though. Like every
is funny.
single con drain effect.
Luckily, because the
exclusively
temporary
hits
buff that Luca has, it only nets him at a -2 currently.
them.
So it could be worse.
Right.
Try minus 17 to con.
Jeez.
Who here would be alive?
I think you
Luckily
and
it's-
Luca are probably the only two that would be alive after that.
Yes,
Mhm.
the
Let me calculate that
barbarian.
movement again. That would be 10, 20, 30, 35. This door is going to get kicked open. There's a very intimidating dwarf with a very intimidating orc with a stone cold expression on her face. She's carrying a large axe, and she's going to attack the first living thing she sees, which is Kier.
Mm-hmm.
Before she hits him, can y'all help me with math? I lost 4 con, which means 2
What
hit
level
points
are we?
per level.
Mhm.
So it should be
13.
26.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead with your dramatic reading.
Not as much of a dramatic reading as a dramatic beating. 40 to hit you here.
That'll hit.
All right. What's that roll? That was an 18. Okay, they only got 19 to 20 critical.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
I'm sure this will console me. It probably does 50 points of damage anyway.
energy drain. First hit. Okay.
Could be worse. It might be worse. It might be a vital strike.
Mm-hmm.
Axe
So the
wielding
initial
orc.
attack only does 1d8 plus 10.
Which didn't roll.
I think you
Yeah.
forgot the slash R.
It's 14
Yeah.
points of damage from that.
Mm-hmm.
But it also does energy drain.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Is that 1d6 levels?
That's a
Mhm.
nasty energy drain.
Oof.
That's 1d6 levels?
Yep.
Energy drain, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
So he just became level 7?
Basically.
I'll quit complaining.
I was going to withdraw anyway,
taking-
but
I'm taking my con damage and going to the nurse.
mhm.
Merrick.
All right. Has it been less than 11 minutes since the dragon fight?
Probably
Uh,
more than that, I imagine.
Yeah, I'll say you guys could spend longer than that. Having
Been longer than that? Okay.
chatted it
The-
up.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and tap a hero point in preparation to cast defensively. I need a 21. So all right, yep, definitely got it. I'm going to cast Strong Jaw again, and then let Nimbus do a full attack. He'll start at this guy and just go counterclockwise with each one he hits. If he kills one, he'll move on to the next.
Nice.
So how does
Yeah.
the natural attacks work as far as the full attack versus -5 attack?
All right, so you should have probably 2 natural attacks, which I imagine I'm going to take a wild guess: a beak and a claw.
Bite and claw, yep, and 2 wings.
Okay, so your bite would be your primary natural attack, so you do that one at your full bab, and
Okay.
then everything else would include from your claws and your wings would be secondary, so it'd be -5, half your strength, like it's an offhand.
Okay.
Sorry, half your strength to damage, just the -5 to
Yeah,
attack. So
yeah. Okay, let me adjust
it
that.
is a unnecessarily weird and complicated way to do attacks, and there's a reason why in second edition they're just treated like weapons.
Yeah. Okay. So first attack. 33 to attack for 28 damage. And then I've got 2 claws. And then 2 wings.
Wing, hit, miss.
Okay. So we've got.
Or am I reading this correctly?
So I did attack and damage for each of them.
Okay.
So the first attack was the bite for 28. The second attack was the claw for 26. Then a second claw for 15. That's probably a miss.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I don't see the 28. I see 33.
That was
and then a
28 damage. Yeah,
Oh,
33
okay.
attack,
I thought you were saying a
28
28
damage.
hit.
Yeah, 28 damage.
28 killed him. 26 will hit the other one.
For 27 damage on that one.
Yep. That one's still up.
So
and then 15 will miss.
then
22
22.
will just hit.
All right, that'll be 23 damage.
And you'll kill that one.
And then 21 will probably miss, it sounds like.
Yep.
Okay. And then I will. Let's see what I could do. I'll go ahead and spend a key point to increase my AC by 4. And that'll be my turn.
Here.
Mhm. Yeah, like I said, I was withdrawing either way, so I think the 2 get attacks of opportunity, but not all 6 things that are surrounding me. So I start in this square, move that one, but then I move out of that one. Those 2 get take a swing.
Okay.
Is it too late to have. No, I'm good. I'll stay there.
1.
That'll hit for 2 more energy drain. Or negative energy plus con drain.
Yeah, so it's 2 con drain.
So that is another 26 negative temp. Which won't let me edit that.
All right, having fully withdrawn, we're going to move on to Shardra.
All right.
Mhm.
You know what?
Sure.
I don't think it's a smart idea, but I think it's what Charger to do. Flying bullet, leap attack at the orc. So she flies through the air using her leap ability, so she can then full attack like a pounce.
Right.
So let's see, power attack.
That's right. That's right, because she has celestial flying armor.
Yep. All right, so it'll be a headbutt, and then 2 unarms. So headbutt, 31,
That'll hit.
27, and then unarmed.
See, miss and miss.
All right.
Are Shardra and Ovik the same build, but just one's dumber than the other, and we won't say which?
Do you have 8 levels of bullet?
No.
Yeah, and then 2 levels of brawler.
But they're really close. Their fighting style is pretty much the same.
Well, Sarge is actually a grappler, but then as soon as I got her, we went into a building filled with just a fuck ton of ghosts. So I haven't done a lot of grapples.
Yeah.
And just the charge pounce thing was just a smarter idea than flying over there to grab for this round.
And Ovik actually is not a bull rusher, but he bull rushes with his shield when he knocks someone away. But they just splat every time. So
Yeah.
it hadn't been strategically there.
Sophia.
But I just like that they both charge and headbutt.
Well, it's because it was originally a bite, and I was just like, well, what would make more thematic sense?
I think it's fantastic. Two charging, headbutting characters in the same group. Here we go. Choo choo train. Come on.
No, this is a wall of
train.
fire. Sophia casts wall of fire, and
Oh.
every one of them, I believe, will have to make a save. Just let me double check. I'll just click the button. Let's see. The wall deals damage when it appears, and all creatures in the area on your turn. Any creature it's passed through it, if it's summoned on them, it takes damage as if they pass through it. So I don't think they actually get a save if I summon it on them. So they'll all take 20 points of fire damage. And the heat is going this direction so it doesn't hurt the allies.
Let me double check. All right. You said it does 20 points of fire damage?
Yep, to all of those targets.
Check over here.
Double damage to undead.
Unfortunately, no.
The wall
Oh yeah, it does
deals
say
double damage to
it does
undead creatures.
double damage to undead. Holy shit, you're right. So they all take 40 damage. Good catch, Cope.
Thank you, sir.
I don't use
thought
wall spell that often, okay?
Well, I fucked up like 17 firewalls, if y'all remember with Nasarima, so I've read this spell very many times.
Way to catch it like some con damage there, Cope.
Oh, if you're throwing it out, I'm picking it up.
So hopefully that might kill some of them,
They're all still alive.
including this one down here that had. I thought this one had taken damage from me, or maybe that was the
Nope.
one it missed.
Nope. I think you've killed all the ones that have already taken damage.
That's fine, but at least weakened them all. So
I think they all have to jump out of the wall, don't they?
no, it doesn't say that. It takes damage as if they're passing through it. So I think on their turn, if they don't stay in it, they won't take damage. But that was basically my biggest fuck off spell I could do damage with mass area. So Luca will then single attack this one in front of him. 35 to hit
That'll hit.
for 32 points of damage.
And he dies.
He will make his way, since that was a single attack, to right here to threaten this guy. And then Sophia will take a few steps back.
Leori.
Let me just check. 10-foot cylinder. I'll just click the button. Flame strike seems appropriate here. Probably targeting the big guy in this one.
All right. This
then-
one will just die.
And then the other one makes a reflex save,
Yeah.
DC 18.
Still checking. 9, 10.
So they'll take half, so 15 points of damage. Half fire, half radiant damage. Not really a type damage in this, but it just says it's from divine power, so.
All right.
And that's her turn.
Now it is time for the wraiths to go. We're going to have most of these wraiths take a 5-foot step. Oh, sorry. In your line.
I'll move it back. It's fine.
5-foot step. Uquar is going to take a 5-foot step here, which will leave one of the wraiths out in the cold at the end of their turn, but they're just going to power through it.
Is he able to act out of his turn?
I think he's sharing the turn with them.
Oh,
Nope.
you're right.
Oh.
No, you're right.
Down here on
I
0.
got it wrong. I was moving
Okay.
Uquar early. Yeah, this is a good catch. So yeah, we'll file in that way. And these ones. Front. Step over. And one will be left out in the cold.
So he'll take damage at the end of his turn at least. So hopefully it'll get rid of him.
Alright, 2 are going to attack Luca, 1 is going to attack Chardra. So
Miss.
1, 2
Miss.
against
Thank God.
touch.
Yeah, even against touch, those will both
Okay.
miss.
Just making sure.
My touch is
And-
13, so
Against Chardra.
Oh no, that'll hit touch. Alright, so 5 damage and 2 con.
could be worse for the con.
Yep, she's got a lot of it, so.
Yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3. And then 2. Yeah, 2 are going to attack the horse.
Nimbus?
Of course.
Yes, Nimbus. 1.
That'll miss. Ride check, mounted combat. Avoided that second one.
What?
Theobald.
I am going
Does this
to...
one take damage?
Yeah.
Oh
I'm just
yes,
gonna
he
roll
will
that
die
real
at the
quick.
end of his turn. It doesn't matter what you roll, really.
I just rolled it. Oh, man, max damage.
I'm going to cast Puzzle Box on the orc with the axe. So, has to beat a DC 32 will save or forget how to use all their weapons and armor.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, just DC 20. I forgot Puzzle Box an enchantment, not an illusion. That'll be easier, unfortunately for me, but...
Not if they roll a 1.
That'll help a lot.
That'll help.
Poop on this parade, is it a mind affecting versus an undead?
I thought he had the feat that lets them use mind affecting against undead.
No, but it's just not described as a ghost, so...
It is mind affecting against undead. That was a good catch, Cope.
Sorry.
But,
A help and a hurt.
yeah, it's fine. It's very in character that try a spell and it flubs. It's natural.
Yes, it does not look as overtly undead as the wraiths, but evidently it is an undead.
Yeah, heat of the moment makes sense.
And it depends on if it's a mindless undead or not.
I mean, yeah, that's also true.
Mm.
Let me double check.
And if you said if it's enchantment.
Yeah, it's enchantment, not illusion, but it's enchantment compulsion. Curse, mind affecting.
Check
Undead traits.
traits. Death effects, disease, mind affecting effects. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about.
Charm, compulsion, morale, phantasms, and patterns.
Okay.
Compulsion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it says compulsion, so it is immune to that.
All right, Uvik.
Well, now that he really pissed off Theobald, he will charge over here to his death. most certainly.
You charge over the table.
Yeah.
You're gonna have
Or
to give.
charge under the table.
No, swift action, dragon stance. He can charge through allies over difficult terrain.
Okay.
I
You're
could
good.
go back and read it all, but I'm pretty sure this is his last stand. So
Yeah, you're good.
still raging, power attack charge. Is that flanking?
I don't believe.
No,
I don't
that's
think
not
so.
flanking.
He's got a corner. So pounce. First one. These are all magic. First.
23 will hit.
Okay. Second.
20 will not hit.
All right. All the big hits.
Hit. Dead.
All right, that's it for Ovik.
Ukwar's turn, having no other place to go, and frankly having no fear of death, as an immortal undead that comes back to life every night.
Mm-hmm.
She is going to full attack Dear Shardra to get her out of the way. Check.
Theobar's thinking, "Oh no, not the meat shield."
That's what Gombo's thinking. 15, 12.
True.
I
Theobald's
want
thinking.
Chandra to make it to the end of this campaign. Damn it!
Yeah, same here.
Maybe
First
we
attack.
send her off for like monk training somewhere.
Second
That's
attack.
a hit, then a miss.
And let me look at this third attack again. Okay.
I mean, the 28 just hit, so that's it, and then that's a miss.
All right.
Got some damn nice AC.
8 plus 10 damage.
Okay, 18.
And 2 energy drain.
Right. Energy drain 2. All right.
You can roll your damage for the fire, Richard.
So
Charger's still
that
in
would
this.
be 48 points of fire damage.
Got a great fucking idea for her next turn, though. An additional 10.
Merrick.
All right. Nimbus is first going to full attack. So first bite, starting with the one down here. 18 will probably miss.
Yep.
18 will probably miss. 16 will probably miss. 22
Will hit.
for
Is that
17
guy not
damage.
dead?
No,
Might
he's
be
not.
now.
Nope. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh,
There was
sorry,
another
for
one.
some-
That was
yeah.
when that one was that was in the fire, but then it went
jumped
out of it.
up.
All right.
Gotcha.
And then second wing will go against this one. $23
hit.
for 10 damage.
Dead and dead.
Okay. And then I will take a shot at this one. And yeah, we'll do, because we're switching to Merrick now, who's going to full attack. Is this one with a spirit anchor, do we know?
I don't know
Believe
if we know.
so.
Doesn't appear to have the same spectral chains binding it.
Okay. All right. Then I'll start shoot at this one individually and then once it drops, then I'll switch the rest to the orc.
All right.
So I'm not doing the clustered shots.
So first one will kill it.
Okay, and then that will be
The
Does
hit,
24.
miss. Looks like 17.
17 damage. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, point blank's already applied. So yep. And then I'll 5-foot step back.
Here,
Hmm.
you're licking your wounds.
I feel like someone's going to need to start
Forward.
controlling the shadow count soon because
Mm.
we're going to need the extra manpower, I think.
I'm just
Yeah,
already
after
controlling 2 characters.
Yeah.
Af-
Like,
Yeah.
After this fight, I'm gonna go to the NPC and
I'm gonna
it's-
re-roll that since it's basically the end of the session, and I rolled a 2. Not much better, but 15 against touch. At least maybe it'll hit.
Yes. Let me check touch really quick. I had to check a bunch because in the book they didn't actually write out the sheet. They just put advanced this monster.
Hmm.
And so now I've got to go to the sheet and then add the advanced stuff I know myself because I didn't get this prepared ahead of time. AC. That will hit flat-footed.
Hmm.
Reflex. 11. Yep, glued to the floor.
Hmm. Oh, right, damage. For 32.
Damn.
Hmm.
All right. Shadra.
All right. Shardra is going to use. Let's see about the sheet. Hold on. Going to use a move action to use one of her 4 daily martial flexibilities to give herself greater grapple. She is then going to attempt to grapple the orc. I am going to tap a hero point to add a +8 to this, which I will just go ahead and automatically factor in.
We'll try to pin him into the fire.
Yes. So first up, grapple. Wow, I rolled a 4 or I rolled a 6, but still. So that's with all the bonuses factored in from improved grapple, greater grapple, and the hero. So 34.
All right.
it's pretty fucking high for
34 does not grapple.
I will
Ugh.
tap another one to reroll.
46 does.
All right. As per greater grapple, I can get 2 grapple attempts per turn. If one succeeds, to either maintain, pin, or damage. I am going to go for a pin. This one will not have the +8 bonus. Come on, big money. Pin! Damn it.
Still grappled, though, I think.
Still grappled, but if I could have pinned, then they would have been
Game
helpless as I
changer,
just
yeah.
held their face into the fire.
Do you get +5 to the grapple, or is that only to maintain it?
It's a +4 to maintain the grapple.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's a +4 to pin.
but
I
that's
don't
not
believe
until
so.
Because on
No,
the
that's
start of your
not until
turn,
the
you have to
next
roll to
round.
maintain the grapple, and then you can attempt to pin. But since he had already grappled this turn,
Mm.
you don't have to maintain, so you don't get that +4 to that.
Yeah.
Sorry, we had a grapple monster that you guys wound up killing before I could grapple you in Rune Lords, so I
Oh no,
had to
it's all
research a
good.
bunch.
It would have been very fun to because every time she pins someone, she also does sneak attack damage and just hold this person to the fire and then unable to swing. But I dumped all my hero points into making that work.
Yeah.
All right.
Still
Sophia.
grappled though.
Luca's gonna step up and deliver a full attack.
Oh yeah, and she takes no Charger takes no penalties while grappled to AC or anything.
Do those hit?
Sorry, let me move this to the back. All right. Those will both hit.
Okay, so the first one will be 37. The second one will be 36. And then Sophia will. Let me see how far she was. Okay, she won't get point blanks, but she's just gonna fire her crossbow at him for a full rapid shot, and probably not hit any of those.
Well, your Guizarm slides over. Shardra, tell us how you kill Ukwar.
So what's the weapon that they're wielding?
They are wielding a giant glowing green axe.
Okay, so yeah, as like they're grappled by Shardra and like they have the axe in the air, my Guizarn comes down and it does that thing where it slides across the other side of the axe and it just makes sparks as it goes down and it just embeds into this undead skull.
Kerplunk.
Kill.
And then concentration dissipates and eventually the wall of fire will go away. So I'll just delete that.
And the Vink slumps to the floor in a heap
Tired as
of
hell.
heap of metal exhaustion.
Mm.
Like an overheated engine, there's just steam coming out of him.
All right.
Mm.
The halls
Yep.
fall silent once again.
I'm gonna go detect magic on that axe before,
Mhm.
because Sophia's not too hurt yet. So
It is a magical axe.
okay, spellcraft. You know what? It's so close to the end of the session. I'll re-roll. Oh, I got the same thing.
I'll just roll mine. Bam.
It's only a little bit better.
I rolled a 3.
I rolled a 6.
Yeah,
It's not
so
much
twice
better.
as good as you.
Look, guys, both of your penises are very large.
That is a conductive. That is a conductive battle axe. As a reminder, conductive is when a weapon is able to channel the energy of a spell-like or supernatural ability that relies on melee or range touch attack to hit its target. So essentially, you can use this in place of melee or range touch attack for the purposes of spell-like or supernatural
Yep.
abilities.
My cleric in the other game has
Oh,
that,
that's
so he can
great.
do that touch of madness on people.
What do these creepy clerics behind us have? They might like that.
Well, only one of them is a cleric. She has touch of darkness.
Yeah.
A melee touch
that what-
attack causes them to be so basically any
Blinded.
attack they make, they have a mischance of 20%.
Yeah.
I mean,
That'd be
I can
nice.
do that at range.
Yeah. She's a spike
Oh.
chain. She's a cleric, so she probably doesn't have training in a battle axe, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
We need to start sending the spotter up into the front. Out of character.
Yeah.
Well, out of character, one of you needs to start controlling the shadow count in his summon.
Yeah, I will.
I think
next session, now that my max hit points is 69. Nice.
If you want to, by the way, you can take control of Leori as the cleric, and I can do shadow count since I already have a summon, so I know how that works more.
Sure.
That way, it just makes it
We'll do
easy. 'Cause I
that.
know you played a cleric before, so it's not probably hard for you to figure out.
I mean,
Yeah,
stick the
we'll do
battle
that
axe
next
into the
session.
bag for Cope's next character.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, the baby wearing a battle axe.
If we have like a close to full team wipe, I do have an idea to get new characters in here
Mm.
in terms of like how to roleplay it. Because I can just tell you guys, it's not a secret. I have the ability to summon Mothman, and they have an ability that lets them basically like portend like an ominous thing that something will happen, but it affects something else worldwide.
Mm.
Like basically, what you do causes problems in the world that you might not know. So we could roleplay that out as something if we need to.
Believe, yes, you can. Believe in the power of the Mothman.
I
Yeah,
still think we're
something-
gonna win.
Something else terrible happens in the world. Meanwhile, in the shackles, hey, drug those 5 people over there and take them onto the ship.
So what my idea is, if we do this, the Mothman portent happens in a future campaign. Someone gets to use that as a fuck with the party moment.
Yeah. So that's the joke I was making, was about
Yeah.
the start of Skull and Shackles just being Mothman kidnaps you. That's a way to start a campaign. You're all in your own separate houses, then you get attacked by Mothman.
Mothman's an
drives you away.
observer. He's not a
Mm.
malevolent force.
Credit
At
where
least
credit is
in my belief system. In fact, I think he's probably one of the most good-aligned cryptids because he warns of bad
Yeah,
things.
because the ability it has is called Agent of Fate. It once per day allows you to use a certain spell-like ability of 5th level or lower to steer fate to the proper course. What proper flow of fate entails is determined by the GM. Stuff like using it to cast major image, raise dead, teleport, that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if we have a close to team wipe and I'm like one of the only people left, we could theoretically like say that she summons it and asks for help to conquer this place, and that's when a bunch of people show up from being teleported somewhere else to help save the day. Like I said, this is like a worst case scenario kind of thing.
Mhm.
Just her and Theobald left, and she just summons Mothman in the middle of the fucking dungeon.
That
Alright.
does remind me of the 5th edition adventure, Vecna Eve of Ruin, where how your characters get involved is 3 very powerful wizards pool their magic and cast the wish spell to defeat Vecna, and your party just teleports in the room as a result. Which I do think that's a great way for you to get involved.
Yeah. Well, I've heard ideas like that before. That's kind of where I got the idea from, and it's like the best idea I could come up with in case something happens. But again, this is all like if we all die.
Very doom
Like
and gloom.
Ovik is definitely going to die eventually.
Yeah,
we all came to terms with this.
I'm so sorry, Cope. Your character's definitely gonna die. We are at
There's
best,
no way you're going to live.
We are at best 50% the way through this dungeon. Probably more to go. You're at like 2 con.
No, 3. But yeah,
You're gonna
there's gotta be more. There's gotta be more con-drain creatures. So I'll take over running one of the backup characters next session, and then when the moment of glory is there, he will charge in. Because when he rages, he still has probably as much hit points as the next highest in the party. It's just that con drain. One hit from that could kill him.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, doesn't it only kill you after you stop raging? Because you get bonus con when you're raging? Or is that
I don't know. When I rage, I bump up to 10 con.
Yeah, so then theoretically you'd survive until the rage ends, and then you're like, oh,
that's fantastic.
Watch it. We're going to start next session. Ovik's going to walk through a room. There's going to be a ghost mime that just goes, boop, 2 con damage. And he just goes down.
Yeah.
By the way, does anyone need healing? I was going to drop a couple on Charger real quick.
I think Kier needs some.
I stood up, but calculated. I think you have 104 in hit point damage from con damage, which may be more than some of y'all's hit point totals. Because he's insane. Got so many hit points.
And then 1 for Kier. There we go. 7 hit points for Kier.
Yeah. Luca's current max is 81 hit points because of the con drain.
Shardra's normal max is 104, but she's got some con and level drain right now. Not as much as
Malatroth walks in and goes, "You guys look tired."
Do you know any way to get rid of energy drain? Because I don't know how you would say that in character. Like, any way to get this guy back up to fighting fit, kicks Ovik's bucket of bolts looking ass?
I feel like I'm about to die.
Let me see.
I don't know what she has, but I know what the other people have, and they don't have anything right now.
Is there a place we can rest in here? What
Not without all these
happens?
things coming back and have to deal with it all again.
What happens if you sleep? Do we know that for sure? I would sleep for it.
From what I've seen, much of the creatures that inhabit the walls of Scarwall are bound to it, never to see a true afterlife. So yes, many of them do reoccur on a daily basis. Though we don't have to worry about our dragon friend coming back as a zombie now.
Mm-hmm.
So we power through.
Maybe she can help.
I don't know. When
Probably
we find
not.
the next spirit checkle, maybe we just throw New Vic's body on top of him. Hopefully that'll crush him to death, and then he'll become the new Shackle. Maybe that'll revitalize him. It is
Vic
fun to
goes-
experiment with new magic.
Nothing
So
to
Vic
lose.
goes and lays down.
You're not
There might
supposed to
be a
sleep when you
curse
have a
by
concussion. I would laugh if there was a trap in there that he sets off. Just dies.
Hmm.
Just lies in the bed. It opens up into a pit trap.
It was a mimic all along.
That's all.
It's all a mimic. In
Everything's
fact,
a
none
mimic.
of this is real. None of this is real. We're in a dreamscape.
The whole castle's just one big mimic.
We are
Alright.
hacking, slashing our way through.
This is hacking and slashing. All right,
Mhm.
we're down to.
Plus
and
side,
it's
if we
your
wind up leveling up
response.
while we're here, I can cure Luca of his condition, just not anyone else.
Well, that's real helpful.
Mel
I mean,
would
I can
say-
always wait for you to die and try to summon you.
Sure. Have them both.
I would say most of my magical expertise has to do with dissecting the human soul. Though I'm afraid the physical body I'm not as adept in.
Can you raise the dead?
Nope.
Unfortunate for our uses, but I respect you slightly more for not being able to do that.
Not one of those necromancy perverts.
New best friend.
Single tight nod.
One of the normal perverts.
Transmutation, that's where I get freaky.
I'm more of a conjuration girly.
Stop, I don't want to talk to you about this. I'm a hag,
What?
but
I'm
not-
almost like an adult,
I'm
technically.
I'm a hag, but I'm not a monster.
No, if you were
I
a
think by
little boy.
definition, if you're a hag, aren't you a monster?
She used to be a person.
Is that how that works?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
Looking
very
over
tragic.
to Ovik, he goes, "The
Sophia.
gingerbread house stories are exaggerated."
Sophia, you've been with this group too long. You need to be taught proper manners. That's no way to speak. Please don't mimic the Theobard and the hag.
Well, I mean, I'm not mimicking them. I just read about it in this book. She holds up the book she learned how to summon everything from.
It's this cryptic
Nuvik?
necromancy porn book, and Ovik just lays back down.
Nuvik, you
No,
can
it's-
lecture the child only after you do 25 jumping jacks.
Come to think of it, if your companion died, I could try and bottle up his soul before the building took it, like the dragon.
Whatever happens, don't let her steal my soul, but also that might be a way for the guardians and the anchors and the. I'm going to sleep.
Don't sleep. We're going to be moving on soon. You don't want to be here alone with all the ghosts.
Mm.
Uh-oh, Shaggy.
And scene, I imagine.
Yep.
Right around that time.
Yep.
Mhm.
God, now I just try to figure out how do I do a Scooby and Shaggy build, like something that gives you a Mastiff for sure, right?
Mm.
Okay,
I mean,
so
Ranger.
question: the drain, the con drain that we just had was not the same as the drain that we had before. Can this be restored with lesser restoration?
Not lesser.
No, it's still drained.
Ability drain, or not ability. Negative
Energy drain.
levels. Energy drain deals negative levels, which are temporary for a day, and then permanent if you fail the con save at the end of that. So lesser resto, or not lesser, medium restoration will get rid of all temporary negative levels, but can only get rid of one permanent one a week. So
What he got hit with this last time was 1d6 con drain. So is that the bad kind?
yeah,
Yeah.
that also restoration will remove all drain to one affected ability.
Yeah, but I need
But we still need a way to
10,000
cast
gold
restoration,
pieces and 10,000 gold pieces and a level 16 cleric.
So if you take
something.
all of the gold in the dragon's hoard, you can almost afford it.
Indeed.